Meridian Hawks this afternoon. We all believe they can do it. It's the Refuse to Lose, Achieve to Believe tour here for the Cards. What a day.
What a day it is, and I tell you what a beautiful day from sunny Peoria as well, and we want to welcome all of our listeners for today's broadcast of this Championship 1A Classic here at Carver Arena. And Chris, we were talking a little bit. If you're a senior in high school and you play sports, you never know exactly your destiny when it comes to your last game as a high school player. When the regionals start, it's just a one-and-done type scenario regardless of the regular season. But it's laid out in front of the Woodlawn Cardinals seniors. You know you're playing your last high school basketball game on this floor for a state championship. I don't know what any more motivation needs to be said.
Woodlawn Cardinals will be the home team on the scoreboard this afternoon. The mounds are... I'm going to do that all day.
Oh, I know.
I'm just going to...
especially the way it's in the program as just Meridian.
I'm not going to put the city name in the title.
We're just telling them they're from Macon, Illinois right now, and it is Meridian, so we're clear.
The Meridian Hawks, the Woodlawn Cardinals this afternoon. The IHSA Class 1A Boys State Championship is following this Coach House Garage's pregame show. If you're tired of scraping ice or squeegeeing dew off of your car, then call Daryl Sheridan at Coach House Garages in Mount Vernon. He will come out and give you an on-site estimate, and with a Coach House Garage, you also get a 5-year warranty because they only use quality materials and craftsmanship. Call Daryl Sheridan at Coach House Garages in Mount Vernon. This is your Coach House Garages pregame show on AM 940 WMIX. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in 90 seconds.
Hi, I'm Rick Pigg with Community First Bank. We've been serving Jefferson County continuously for over 100 years. In spite of media reports, our bank continues to make loans in a safe and sound manner. Come in and see us and let's talk about refinancing or purchasing a new home right now. It might help you and your family save money for your future. Let us show you why dealing with a small community bank makes sense in today's environment. We have locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Are you worried about your financial future? According to the financial media, you should be. Hi, this is Steve Tybel with Financial Planning Consultants. In a difficult economy and a very volatile stock market, now is the time to reevaluate your finances. Am I taking on too much risk? Am I in the right investments? Is my plan working? Do I even have a plan? Call me at 242-2222 for a confidential review to help you get back on track. Financial Planning Consultants in Mount Vernon at 242-2222.
Financial Planning Consultants, member SIPC and FINRA.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon, or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Welcome back to your championship edition of the Coach House Garage's pregame show. And if you're looking for a quality-built garage at a fair price, then call Daryl Sheridan at Coach House Garages, 244-1061. Daryl will give you a free on-site estimate, and with Coach House Garages, you get a 5-year written warranty. The Woodlawn Cardinals will take on the Meridian Hawks from Macon, Illinois, here in this championship game of the Class 1A State Finals. Very generous with the stats from the last game, Mike.
Oh, absolutely. They definitely
second time we've got them. Good time.
Definitely take them. And they're all official today. No scribbling of the unofficial.
No doubt about it. We are just moments away, about 8 minutes and 20 seconds before the preliminary start of this contest. It is, the IHSA Class 1A State Championship game between the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Meridian Hawks. And, Mike, the Meridian Hawks, a team that we have heard about all season long. They were ranked number 1 in the entire state until their first loss. South Beloit took that over, dropping Meridian to second. Then when Woodlawn lost, they fell to third. But now it is number 2 and number 3 in the state, battling out for the championship here today. And we look closer at this Macon Meridian schedule. Their regional, they actually hosted their own regional. A lot of Decatur area teams in there. Their first was over Argenta Oriana, 91-45 victory there. Then you had the boys from Central A&M, Moequa, coming in, and they defeated them 65-42 to advance to the Tuscola sectional, where they got past Gibson City, Melvin Sibley, 67-53. And then, of course, they defeated Catlin 67-41 for that sectional final. for the right to play Ridgeview at the ISU Super Sectional on Tuesday night, which they won 76-62. So when you look at that, Mike, and you see all these lopsided scores in favor of Meridian, you become kind of frightened. But then you look back to yesterday's game in which Meridian defeated Anawan 51-47, a close game that Anawan was able to come back in. Then you see Anawan come back and get manhandled by Lewistown, who Woodlawn defeated by 12 points yesterday, 50-35. So it's like you really don't know what to think. We have not seen this team all year. All we can go by is what we read on the internet and what we hear on radio and read in print. Really, we have no indicator of just how good this Meridian team is, but I'll give you a little indication possibly. They have a Division I football star on their hands. Dakota Getz will be going to play football next year at Iowa.
Yeah, an absolute superb athlete. They got great guard play all season long. And I think, Chris, just to add to our thought process, look at Marshall. All the publicity Marshall got, and well-deserved. Undefeated season that they have had going until here in Peoria. And, Massac County just totally took them out of the game from start to finish. So, again, this is all we're basing things on. But I think that was a pretty good, a nice indicator in that third-place game by Lewistown. And Anawan, they've just come out of the gate so slow yesterday against Meridian, and they hit them 3 big threes by Swigert, got them off and going. But after that, if you look at the box score and the stats, that was an evenly played game.
Oh, and it really was. And, Meridian yesterday, not only did they win that ball game, however, what they also showed was the fact they have a susceptibility of getting the ball down the floor. Their main guard, whose first name escapes me, but it's Swigert, Trent Swigert, doesn't like to go to his left very much, we've noticed. We also noticed they used him to play the 1 at times when he should just be playing the 2 because he's a phenomenal shooter. But at times, he just shows that he does not want to bring the ball up the floor, Mike. So I think if you stick a Dawson Burhines or Casey Hammond on him, you might just have a defensive mismatch in favor of the Woodlawn Cardinals.
Well, how about this, Chris? You rotate them 2 guys on him, then here all of a sudden, ho-hum, let's put Luke Simmons on him for a while. Let's force him to go to the left. And I tell you what, and another thing, Anawana has really got to be kicking herself today, but just for the fact that they had 5 successive turnovers in a row in that 2-minute stretch of the end of the half, and all they got out of that was 1 free throw made. So just another example of how close that actual game was. But Meridian don't like to be touched at the guard position. With the rotation of guards that Woodlawn can put on different people, Meridian's bench did not handle the press very well at all, what few people they played off the bench. And as all of our listeners know, Woodlawn's run that they've been able to make all season long has been great support from their bench staff.
And it's time for a quick financial planning consultant scoreboard update. If you're retired or nearing retirement or just worried about your money lasting as long as you might, call Steve Tybel, Financial Planning Consultants, at 242-2222. That's 618-242-2222 for a confidential review of your portfolio. Scores from last night at the Decatur Eisenhower Sectional Class 3A with Champaign Centennial over Lincoln, 49-45. They will advance to meet Belleville-Altoff. The Altoff Crusaders get past Carbondale last night in overtime at the Salem Sectional Final, 68-64. Of course, the third-place game just a moment ago, it was Lewistown getting past Anawan, 50-45. That is your Financial Planning Consultant scoreboard update. We'll have more of those throughout the broadcast to tell you about yesterday's action as well. Mike, as we move on to this Coach House Garage's pregame show, though, again, Woodlawn Cardinals refuse to lose, achieve to believe, 30-1 on the season, trying to make it 31-1 with a big trophy coming back. And I'll tell you what, regardless of what happens tomorrow, there's going to be a huge reception at Woodlawn High School. I believe the team will return at about 2 o'clock with the reception set to begin at 2:30 at Side Gymnasium. And what a great place to honor the Cardinals in, to where the magic usually happens.
Yeah, that's about the time frame. They should get in somewhere around about the 2 o'clock hour and let them, get off the bus and just sort of refresh up a little bit before the reception at 2:30. And, it's all well-deserved, absolutely well-deserved for this group, the coaching staff, all the officials from Woodlawn High School and the community. We just cannot talk enough about the support of the community, of all the people here. We've got people from out of town coming in. We've been the cell phones, the lines have been burning up, let's put it that way, and going to be another huge crowd here today to enjoy this. This game is going to be taking place rather quickly.
It's going to be here before you know it. We've actually reached a 2-minute warning as far as the pregame clock is concerned, and if you're in need of a garage to protect your car or prized possessions, Coach House Garages has just the building for you. Call Daryl Sheridan at 244-1061, and Daryl will come out and give you a free on-site estimate. That's Coach House Garages, 244-1061. Never stops on Media Road.
Never stops. Well, we're going to do the last cliche here of the season. This is something we've sort of started during this playoff run that we've always said that somebody year in and year out wins the state championship at any level. So, you know, why not us? Why not the Woodlawn Cardinals?
No doubt about it. Now, as we dip ever so close to the start of this contest, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. Be back to more Coach House Garage's pregame show on AM 940 WMIX. Back in 1 minute.
Cesar Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the games this season to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pro. Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get your parts order quicker, thus getting you back on the road in a shorter period of time. And in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. 618-625-3523. 618-625-3523.
Hi, this is Mark Cabot, Community Bank President of People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served the residents of Southern Illinois since 1909. Stop by and see our remodeled and expanded bank located at 413 South 34th Street here in Mount Vernon. Or visit one of our 10 locations throughout Southern Illinois to see what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to your Coach House Garage's pregame show on AM 940 WMIX. Coming up soon, the Ren Lake College starting lineup. Discover your place in life at Ren Lake College. Visit rlc.edu right now or call 437-5321 to talk to an academic advisor before summer and fall classes are full. Ren Lake College, it's about time. Time to honor America here from Carver Arena. We'll be back with Midland Trail Conference Showcase action in 90 seconds.
Hard work and dedication are two of the key components to success. And for over 28 years, Norris Trucking in Waltonville has worked hard and dedicated themselves to providing their customers with quality, dependable service. Specializing in local and long-distance hauling, Norris Trucking offers flat trailers, vans, and dump trailers. So for all your trucking needs, give the fine people at Norris Trucking a call at 279-3599. Norris Trucking in Waltonville, your trucking company for over 28 years.
If you've got a case of the winter blahs, Newell Furniture and the General Store has the cure with new spring sofas, lazy boy recliners, new TV consoles, glide rockers, dinettes, bedrooms, and more, all spring sale priced, delivered free with free financing available store-wide. Put a spring in your step at the General Store with fresh new spring flowers, garlands, wreaths, bunnies, new quilts, pictures, new spring tarts for only $1, and lots more, all 15 to 20% off. Got the winter blahs? Get into Newell Furniture and the General Store and save on all new spring furniture and home decor.
You're at that crossroads in your life too, aren't you? It's okay. Ren Lake College is here for you and ready to offer you a new start. From transfer degrees to straight-to-work degrees and certificates, RLC can introduce you to your dreams. Discover your place in life at Ren Lake College. Visit rlc.edu right now or call 437-5321 to talk to an academic advisor before summer and fall semester classes are full. Ren Lake College. It's about time.
Hi, I'm Ramona Flanagan with Community First Bank. We have been serving Jefferson County continuously for over 100 years. In spite of media reports, our bank continues making loans in a safe and sound manner. Come in and see us and let's talk about how refinancing or purchasing a home now might help you and your family. Let us show you why dealing with a small community bank makes sense in today's environment. Community First Bank with locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Are you retired or nearing retirement? Are you worried about your income lasting as long as you might? What if you are approaching retirement now in a down market? What will this do to your nest egg? This is Steve Tybel with Financial Planning Consultants. We've been helping our clients create retirement income for over 30 years. Call me at 242-2222 for a confidential review of your portfolio. Financial Planning Consultants in Mount Vernon at 242-2222.
Financial Planning Consultants, member SIPC and FINRA.
And welcome back to the Coach House Garage's pregame showtime now for your starting lineup. Let's meet the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Macon Meridian Hawks. Mike, will you take care of the starting lineup?
Thank you very much, Chris. And for the Meridian Hawks, coming into today's record, 30-2 on the season. Starting at guard, number 10, Corey Burns, a 5'9 junior. His running mate will be number 25, Trent Swigert, a 6-foot junior. Wearing number 15, Dakota Getz, is a 6'4 junior. He's the young man who will be going to Iowa on a football scholarship. Wearing number 21, Jacob Chastain, a 6'3 senior. And rounding out the starting lineup, number 42, Kyle Forey, a 6'4 junior, coached by Jack Blickensdorfer and assisted by Mike Stockstill, Darren Chastain, Quint Coleman, and Caleb Renfro. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, coming into today's action with a 30-1 record, Jay Screen will be wearing number 21. He is a 6'3 senior. Bronson Verhines, the 6'4 senior, wears number 22. Number 24, Dawson Verhines, a 6-foot sophomore. 31, Casey Hammond, a 5'10 junior. And rounding out their starting lineup will be Kyle Boat. Kyle will be wearing number 40. Kyle is a 6-foot senior. The Woodlawn Cardinals are coached by Shane Witzel and assisted by Nathan Boat. And there are your starting lineups.
Starting lunch brought to you by Ren Lake College. Discover your place in life at Ren Lake College. Visit rlc.edu right now or call 618-437-5321 to talk to an academic advisor before summer and fall classes are full. Red Lake College, it's about time. Woodlawn Cardinals will be dressed in their home white uniforms, red numerals and lettering trimmed in blue, with a red triangle on the trunks along with some white trim. The Meridian Hawks will be wearing their lucky green uniforms here on St. Patty's Day weekend with white numerals and white and dark green trim down the side. We have just met the teams here at Carver Arena. We are ready for some state championship basketball here in the 4-class system. It is your Class 1A state championship between the 30-1 Woodlawn Cardinals and the 30-2 Macon Meridian Hawks. Of course, are listening to all of the action right here on AM 940 WMIX. St. Louis Cardinal baseball taking place right now on WMIX-FM 94.1. So it's a Cardinal Saturday here in Mount Vernon. Ready for the teams to take the floor. Both teams will receive last-second instruction from both coaches.
Let's have a good one, my friend.
It's going to be good somehow, some way. Dawson Verhines is going to congratulate everybody, shake everybody's hand. That's what the kid Dawson is. He stands 6 foot, the sophomore. Sophomore who plays like a senior. Now Bronson takes the center jump circle. He'll be met by none other than the University of Iowa future football linebacker inside in Dakota Getz. 6'4 versus 6'4. And the ball high up in the air, controlled by Woodlawn. Bolt with the basketball. Drops it back from Dawson Verhines. He'll cross the timeline right side. Goes baseline, shot up. Reverse is no good underneath the backboard. And just like that, it'll be Meridian basketball with 7:52 to go. We are scoreless. Just underway.
Nice idea, going strong to the hole there. Just couldn't get it up and above Mr. Getz.
Here's Chastain with it left side. Goes to the right side now to Brunt. Brunt's down low. Now here comes Getz. Off the left block. Has to kick it back out to Swiger. Swiger has it. Kicks it over to Burns. Shot up no good. Rebound by number 42, Ford. Ford puts the shot up. Right in the lane. Rattles the rim. Falls. And it won't count. And we have a foul. Is that on Dakota Getz? I believe so.
That'll be his first foul.
With 3 locations to serve you in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. Here comes Dawson Verhines bringing it across. Gets across the center circle, drops over left side. Now he leaves it for Bronson. Bronson back up top to the microwave, Casey Hammond. Right arc now to Dawson. Dawson works it back across to his cousin Jay Screen on the left arc. Trying to go post to Bronson. Bronson sets the screen, cuts back out to the left arc. He gets the pass. Drives the lane, shot up, good! Cardinals take the early lead with 7:06 to go. It's 2-love here from Carver Arena. State championship ball game. It's Woodlawn Cardinals and Meridian Hawks. Up top it was Chastain. Chastain's going to come right side now to Swigert. Swigert back up top to 4. 4 looking for Burns. Instead he finds exactly who he finds, Burns. Now back over to Chastain. 3-pointer on the way from the right corner. No good. Rebound Swigert. His shot up. Good. Actually, that was Burns, I believe. And we're tied at 2, 6:36 to go. Here comes Dawson. Dawson shaking it from the right side. Pulls up, kicks across to Bolt. Bolt now left arm to Hammond. Hammond back to Bolt. He comes around from the corner. Dips it back baseline to Green. Up. Good. The left-hander, Jace Green, knocks it down. It's 4-2 Cardinals. 6:22 to go.
Nice penetration there by Kyle Bolt. Draw 3 defenders. Found Jace Green slipping on the wing. And a steal by Bronson Verheyen.
Post pass stolen away. Burns tried to catch up with Bronson Verheyen. So now there's going to be a travel called on Bronson. AgriPride FS is proud to support the Woodlawn Cardinals. Good luck to both teams from your friends at AgriPride FS. 6:08 to go in the first quarter. It's 4-2 Cardinals. Here comes Trent Swigert. Swigert works it over the right side to Getz. Getz down low. Chastain, post jumper, no good. Rebound. Casey Hammond, the microwave looking to heat up underneath. Here comes Dawson Verheyen across the right timeline. Now he drives lane. Good, count it. We're going to call a block. I believe that's going to be on Dakota Getz. Or no. My apologies. That's Kyle Ford. Kind of hard to differentiate 2 big men underneath when you can't see.
Well, a nice move. We've seen the strength of Dawson Verheyen all season long, being able to wiggle in any little seam presented to itself at the free throw line makes it conventional 3-point play.
Now it's 7-2 Cardinals, 5:50 to go here in the first quarter. Family-owned real community bank with Christian values. It's no wonder for 4 years running, People's National Bank has been voted the best bank in Jefferson County. On the far side, it was Chastain. Chastain up to Getz. Getz works the right side now to Burns. Now Getz has it off the right block. His fade jumper is up, no good. There's going to be a foul, a ticky-tacker on Bronson Verheyen, it seems. That'll be his first and Woodlawn's first.
Well, I think Woodlawn will take that shot from Getz, falling away from the basket about 13 feet away. Definitely Woodlawn had good rebound position. We talked about on this run they've been making recently, really concentrating on blocking out on defense.
Getz knocks down his first, and it's 7-3 Cardinals, a 4-point lead. 5:29 to go. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what we believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. Getz misses the second. Is rebounded by Bolt. He hands off to Dawson Verheyen. 5:23 to go in the first. 7-3 Cardinals here in your state championship ball game. Here comes Woodlawn, right corner. Verheyen knocks back up for Bolt. Bolt push. He'll lose the basketball. Can't save it. Chicken George doesn't call a foul because there was just incidental contact. And with 5:13 to go, the Cards turn the ball over. 7-3, they lead.
The Hawks did a great job right there jumping that passing lane. If Dawson just had the whereabouts to look and do a skip pass, they had a wide open 3 from Jay Screen on the wing.
Here comes Swigert, leaves it for Burns. He's at the right arc. Now he'll come up top to Getz. Getz trying to work the ball around the perimeter. Now he goes right side to Burns. Burns looking to find some help here. He's stuck at the right arc. Now he goes left arc to Chastain. Chastain trying to work it into the post. Nothing going. Now after a kickback from Getz, Chastain gets the right corner, drives baseline, shut up, partially blocked. Rebound by Burns. Back out to 4. His shot up. They're going to call a block on Kyle Bolt. That shot may count.
They're going to think about it as he runs to the table.
He counts it. 7-5 your score. A chance for Meridian to cut this deficit to 1 if 4 can knock down this first free throw. And only free throw. 4 at the free throw line. And he misses. Rebound Dawson. They missed the foul call there on Chastain. Ball stolen away by the Cardinals. They're going to go up for Hammond. Tipped out of bounds by Trent Swigert. It'll be Woodlawn basketball underneath their own basket. Far side of the floor. 4:37 to go in the first. It is 7-5 Woodlawn Cardinals. Have a media timeout. We'll take one, too. Back to Carver Arena in 90 seconds.
The Illinois High School Association sanctions 35 sports and activities in the state of Illinois. And we'd like to remind you that while high school athletics and activities gives us a reason to cheer, sportsmanship gives us all, students, coaches, parents, and fans, a way to contribute. Sportsmanship. Do what's right. This message is brought to you by the Illinois High School Association. The IHSA invites you to join more than 300,000 students participating in IHSA activities. Sportsmanship. Do what's right.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good Woodlawn Cardinal, Scott Owens is there.
When your car is all bent out of shape, chances are you are too. But remember, you have a choice of where to take your vehicle after a wreck. And if you want the best, you need to take it to the pros at Route 15 Auto Body in Woodlawn. Route 15 Auto Body is deductible friendly and has all the equipment and expertise necessary to have your car looking even better than it did before. So when your car's in pieces, get peace of mind with Route 15 Auto Body. Call them at 735-2115 or find them, well, on Route 15. It's Route 15 Auto Body, just west of Woodlawn.
And welcome back to Carver Arena. We are in the Class 1A state championship game. The Woodlawn Cardinals lead the Meridian Hawks 7-5, 4:34 to go here. First quarter action. In the left corner, it's going to be Jace Green. Left-hand dribble, he'll penetrate. Now he'll kick back out baseline to Wiggs. 17-footer, good. Well shy at 17 foot, make that a 12-footer. 9-5, Cards up by 4.
5 feet off, but it still counts as 2 points.
No doubt about it. Here come the Hawks. Swigert works it down high post to Getz. Getz across now to Swigert. He's at the right arc. Now back up top to Chastain. Their leading scorer. Now he'll kick it left corner to Burns. Back to Chastain, left arc. Right arc to Swigert. Right block now Getz. Fade jumper, good. 9-7. It's a 2-point ball game yet again. Here comes Bronson Verheyen. He'll take a left-handed dribble, go left arc. Now he'll back out, shut off. Now go right side to Dawson Verheyen. 3:48 to go here in the first. It's 9-7 Cardinals. This is your IHSA Class 1A state championship. Verheyen passes up top, works back left side to Hammond. The microwave wanting to heat up here, goes right arc now to Green. Green will do a nice little pump fake, get it back over to Hammond, left arc. Now back over right side to Dawson Verheyen. He'll go right corner now to Chase. Family affair here. The ball's going to be stolen away by Burns. Travels to the basketball, no call. Here comes Swigert. Two up his left, blocked by Casey. Now Wiggs is the rebound. Dawson's not paying attention, nearly has his pocket picked. That's going to be a foul on Prince Swigert. That'll be Meridian's third, Swigert's second.
Well, a little sloppy play right there, but Woodlawn never giving up on defense. Casey Hammond followed the play well, timed his jump, got a piece of the ball, stopped the layup by Swigert. But in frustration on the other end, Swigert picks up a foul.
Today's player of the game was brought to you by Crossroads Community Hospital, caring people. Caring for people. We will announce that in your Setzer Auto Body post-game show. 3:11 to go. Give down to Wiggs. Good. Wiggs comes around from the strong side, up and in. 11-7, the Cards by 4. And we have a double dribble turnover on the Meridian Hawks. That gives me time to tell you, proud Woodlawn resident and Cardinal supporter, Tricia Warner, MD, family practice physician serving your entire family, is accepting patients now. Call 244-6222. That's 244-6222. 2:58 to go in the first. Woodlawn basketball, left wing, now it's Bolt. He'll go high elbow to Wiggs. Shot on the way, good! Josh Wiggs has found his smile, 13-7, your score, 2:48 to go in the first. Now Getz has it. They're pressuring him. He'll turn around jumper, just the left side, good. Baseline jumper from Getz makes it 13-9. Cards still lead by 4 with 2.5 to go.
Great defense on that play. The smart thing to do is not foul.
And Dawson. Simmons into the ball game. He gets a pass from Dawson Verheyen. Drop back for Wiggs, out to Bolt. Bolt has it right arc. Up top to Simmons. Now they go left side to Dawson. Dawson thought about a three. Head fakes, puts the ball back on the floor. Now he'll try to dribble drive. He'll come around from the weak side, back over to the strong. Now he'll nice pass down low to Simmons. Simmons tries to drop back for Wiggs. Wiggs can't corral the basketball. Now Bolt comes up with a great play by Bolt to get it back. Simmons will travel with the basketball, and after all that, Woodlawn finally turns the ball over. 2:06 to go in the first, 13-9. The Cards still lead, and we will have some subs in the ball game. We'll see the re-emergence of Casey Hammond. We will also see Jesse Hart.
Yeah, they're going to come in and give Dawson just a little bit of a breather here, and Jace Green going to catch a few seconds on the bench. Woodlawn come out of that play with the basketball and then just still did commit their third turnover here of the first quarter.
Trent Swigert bringing it up against Luke Simmons. Now they come to 4. He's at the high post on the near side. Down to Getz off the glass. Score. Getz came down left, block slid down there, slid it off the glass. Meridian back within 2. Here comes Casey Hammond. Right arc trying to drive back left. Now he looks back right, goes left. Gets it to Simmons. He tips it away, intended for Hart. Back to Simmons up top. Shy of the center circle, trying to work the ball around the perimeter. 1:40 to go in the first quarter. Josh Wiggs with it at the left wing. Trying to come up top, finds Hart. Now Hart has it stolen away by Shasteen. He gets away with it, and it's tied 13-13. Got away with whatever that was. Here comes Luke Simmons with it up top. He nearly loses it. Woodlawn needs their starters back in pronto. Wiggs turn around, good, and the foul! Wiggs takes the lead again. He may be your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game if things keep up the way they are, and he has a chance to make it a 3-point lead for the Cardinals on the conventional 3-point play. 15-13 your score, 1:18 to go in the first. It's Woodlawn at the free throw line.
And that play made possible by Josh Wiggs continually working hard on the offensive end, getting that low block position.
Shasteen with the rebound for the Hawks on the miss. Here comes Meridian. Far side, it's Burns. Down low to Four. Four back out to Burns. He's going to drive baseline, lay in. Good. We're tied at 15. 1 minute to go in the first. Here come the Cards. Luke Simmons has it up top. Parker Automotive now on Highway 15 in Woodlawn, maybe in a new location. But David Hitstaff still have 50-plus years experience. Call 735-9000. That's 735-9000. Here comes Hammond. He tries to kick in the lane to Wiggs. Wiggs puts up a shot. It won't fall. Rebound tipped around underneath. Here comes Shasteen. Shasteen gets up to Swigert with 38 seconds. 15-15 your score. Down low, head fake by Dakota. Gets his shot up. No good. Hart with the rebound. And that's going to be a blocking foul on number 10, Cody Burns. That'll be his first, team's fifth. Meridian only has one foul to give this entire half, Mike, and we are just 32 seconds to go in the first.
Yeah, they've been very active on the offensive glass. Woodlawn, again, as we've talked about, done a tremendous job blocking out here in this postseason. They do out-rebound people statistically in total numbers, but they do that a lot on athleticism, and they've really been able to get position, and again, that shows with the fifth foul here in this quarter on Meridian.
Here comes Dawson Verhines, across the jump circle. To the right side of it, he stands the D.A.N. Bradley if you're watching at home and listening to us. Now they go left side on the arc. To Jay Green. 16 seconds to go, tied at 15. First quarter action from the 1A state final. Dawson Verhines has it shot at the timeline, working it back. He's right side, trying to go up off the glass. Good. Woodlawn leads 17-15. 4 seconds to go. Into Swigert. Swigert across the timeline. Half court on the way. No. And that's how your first quarter is going to end. 17-15, the Cards lead by 2. This is Woodlawn Cardinal basketball on WMIX.
Your best connection is Tyler's, where satisfaction is part of the deal.
Tyler's, your best connection for your next automobile. Come see the complete lineup of Pontiacs, Buicks, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, and Toyotas. And now with huge factory incentives, bring them your best deal on paper and they'll beat it. It's absolutely the best time to buy. And if you're looking for pre-owned vehicles, remember that Tyler's puts all their cars through a 72-point inspection and carefully details each one. Tyler's is also your best connection for service. In fact, Tyler's labor rates are among the lowest of all repair centers and dealers in Mount Vernon, and they've got factory-trained technicians. So whether you need a new or a used vehicle, our expert service for less, see the accommodating staff at Tyler's, just off I-57 on Route 15 in Mount Vernon.
Your best connection is Tyler's, where satisfaction is part of the deal.
Welcome back to Woodlawn Cardinal basketball on AM 940 WMIX. 17-15 your score after one period of play. The Cardinals lead by 2. Great traditions aren't given. They are earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what we believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. A quick financial planning consultant scoreboard update. If you're retired or nearing retirement or just worried about your money lasting as long as you might, call Steve Tybel, Financial Planning Consultants, at 618-242-2222. That's 618-242-2222 for a confidential review of your portfolio. In the third place game, immediately preceding this game, the Anawan Braves fall to the Lewistown Indians 50-35. Lewistown Indians are in third place. Now the Woodlawn adults joining the student section here today. That's the least they can do for shoving the kids all the way up top.
I tell you what, this is absolutely phenomenal. A sea of red right above our right shoulders.
And we are back to the action, 17-15 Woodlawn. Cody Burns has it left arc. Now he'll go right side to Ford. Ford back to Swigert. Swigert drops off for Burns, still on the left side. We are at the arc. Now they go up top for Dakota Getz. Getz back over now to Chastain. Chastain trying to work it from the near arc. Tries to drop it back. Nearly goes over the timeline. It's saved by Trent Swigert. Here comes Swigert. Doesn't like to go left a whole lot. This time he'll go right. Surprise, surprise. Drive the lane. Nice dish off to Cody Getz off the glass. We're tied at 17. With 3 locations to serve you, Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Community First Bank of the Heartland, your official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. 7:18 to go in the first half. 17-17 your score. And it looks like we have the 5 starters back in for the Cards. Actually 4 and a Jesse Hart. Dawson in the lane. He tries to shake a jumper. It's no good off the back of the iron. Rebound Getz. Here comes the Hawks. Here comes Swigert. Swigert drops off at the high post. Kick off to Chastain. Back to Swigert. Now up top to Chastain. Here he'll come off the right arc. Now he drops back for Trent Swigert. He'll roll between the circles here and try to get something going as he goes to Swigert on the right arc. Now up top to Getz. Back left side down to Burns. Burns back to Swigert. Shot fake. He'll drive lane. Free throw jumper on the way. No good. Rebound tipped away. Verhines fight for it. The brothers Verhines fight for it. Now here comes Jesse Hart. Hart has Hammond on the left. He'll take it himself. Hart drives and draws the charge when you have Casey Hammond wide open on the left side.
Yeah, that was a good pass-off opportunity there. You had Casey Hammond spot up 3. Jesse seen a seam, tried to go, but boy, Getz got real good position. Kept his feet firmly planted and drew the charge. That'll be Woodlawn's 6th turnover of the ball game.
Woodlawn Shell, whatever you need, we're right on your way. Woodlawn Shell serves up fresh sandwiches and soups for lunch, and stop by on your way and let them do the cooking. Good luck, Woodlawn Cardinals, from your friends and neighbors at Woodlawn Shell. Here comes Swigert. Swigert leaves it high post on the far side now for 4. 4 drops for Getz. He's blocked by Bronson, but there is a foul. That foul might be on Dawson. Dawson actually came up and drew the contact on Dakota Getz.
That will be Verhines' first
Either
on
way,
Dawson.
okay.
Yeah, it's on Dawson.
So they squander a clean block by Bronson and send Dakota Getz the line to possibly take the lead here for the Meridian Hawks. And they will. 18-17 your score. 6:21 to go in the first half. Getz will get a second. I guess Getz gets what he wants.
Good one. Good one. 2 out of 3 behind the free throw line today.
3 out of 4 on the way. No. 2 out of 4. Shooting 50%. Bronson with the rebound, left block. Now he'll drop over for Hammond. Here comes the microwave with 6:15 to go in the second quarter. 18-17. The Hawks lead by 1. Left wing pass now to Dawson. He'll drop in the left post. Off the block. Bronson. And they're going to call it travel. Mike McMahon says it's legit. Good enough for me. 17 for Woodlawn. 18 for Meridian. So it's 18-17, a 1-point affair with 6:06 to go.
Perfect angle. Seen the little shuffle of the feet right there. Trying to draw the contact. Use that left hand of his. Just got his feet tangled up a little bit.
Here comes Trent Swigert. Stolen away on the pass for Getz. Here comes Bronson. He's tripped up. And that'll be a foul on Cody Burns. His second, team 6. The Meridian with no more fouls to give the rest of the way in this first half with 5 minutes and 55 seconds to play, Mike. Not very smart for the Hawks.
Now Woodlawn right now will be at the free throw line. 1-1 for the next 3. Well, I guess they put that up so quick that this was the 6th one.
Indeed. Bolt with it now. Off the right block, trying to kick it down the lane for Bronson. Stolen away by 4. Here comes Trent Swigert. Cross the left side. Now he'll get across as he dribbles between the rings. I was a little premature in that assumption. 4 kicks back out to Chastain. Coming around from the right corner at the free throw line. Jumper on the way. No, can't get it off. Gets over to Swigert on the right arc. Now they go back left. Here comes Chastain. Hop jump. It's up, no good. Rebound on the right, blocked by Bronson. Drops over for Dawson, and he'll bring it across. 5:23 to go in your first half. 18-17. Cards trail by 1 here in your state championship game. Left side to Hammond. 5:15 to go. Hammond, a right-handed dribble, picks it up, goes sideline now to Dawson. Dawson trying to work it in, twists and turns. Has Big Brother setting a screen, but ends up actually being more of a nuisance. Now in the right corner, they find the cousin, Jace Green. Green making a family affair out of this, trying to find another Verhines. Finds Bronson right corner. Now he'll drive, steps right into 4, knocks off. Good! Bronson Verhines knocks down the jumper in the lane on the Valley logo. 19-18 Cardinals.
Oh, good set right there. Woodlawn need to be taking some good, clean shots now.
Swigert throws out a shot, no good. Gets with the rebound. He's fouled on the putback. And I believe that's the clerk going to call this foul. Your officials for tonight's game. Chicken George from Odin, I believe. Olney. Starts with an O, Mike. That's all that matters.
Olney.
And you also have John Salee from Nashville. And the clerk from Pana. His last game, as I understand it. Gets knocked down the first.
Really?
We are tied at 19. John Salee is famous for coaching the Centralia boys golf team, who made some noise up there in Bloomington this season. Woodlawn's fouls are at 5. Meridian's at 6 and gets knocked down the second. Back to a 1-point Meridian lead, 20-19 with 4:43 to go. Media timeout. We'll take one, too. Back to Carver Arena in 90 seconds.
Attention physicians, healthcare providers, and suppliers. Physicians Filing Service has been your national billing firm since 1986. PFS provides a full line of home medical equipment reimbursement management services, such as the premier home medical equipment reimbursement resource, HMG, and the new Physicians Practice Management affiliate, Paragon Healthcare Systems. Always looking toward the future to better serve you. Physicians Filing Service. Call 1-800-458-3322 or visit pfspays.com. Wishing good luck to the Woodlawn Cardinals.
When it comes to bone and joint care, only one name should come to mind: the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Your fellowship-trained physician's first priority is specialized orthopedic care, ranging from total joint replacement and spine surgery to shoulder surgery and sports medicine. Our surgeons provide a wide range of specialized treatments that are unparalleled anywhere in Southern Illinois. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive in Mount Vernon and St. Mary's Good Samaritans in campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Chest pain, pressure, or discomfort.
Pain in the back, neck, or jaw.
Extreme fatigue.
Shortness of breath.
Numbness in the arms.
These 21 words have been brought to you by a heart attack. If you're experiencing these symptoms, get to the emergency room immediately and let the medical professionals diagnose the cause of your symptoms. Crossroads Community Hospital. We know the heart, inside and out.
Back off a media timeout with 4:43 to go here in the first half. The Woodlawn Cardinals trail the Meridian Hawks 20-19. A 1-point affair here from Carver Arena. It's the IHSA Class 1A State Championship. Hammond with the trigger, back off to the timeout, gets it into Dawson Verheyen. 4.5 to go here in the quarter. 4.5 to go here in the half. Goes without saying, I suppose. Now Kyle Bolt has it left arc. Trying to go up top to the microwave. Microwave trying to shake Swigert. He does! Drives. Shot up, no good in the lane. Rebound Dakota Getz. He'll leave it for Swigert. Here comes Swigert. Swigert goes backdoor for Burns. Burns shot blocked. That's going to be a foul on Dawson Verheyen. One thing I noticed there on the other side of the floor, Mike, is that Casey Hammond was pretty well able to deke Trent Swigert out of his shoes. Just couldn't make anything happen.
Yeah, he got it in the air a little bit too much. Was probably trying to look at a dump pass down to Josh Wiggs. Getz definitely stayed in position and pulled down that turnover.
Burns makes the first. It's 21-19. I believe this is Meridian's largest lead. Pretty close affair here in a game that many said the Cardinals had no chance. And the second one's up and in. A 3-point ball game. Meridian 22, Woodlawn 19. Cardinals down by 3 with 4:20 to go in the first half. Here comes Casey Hammond. Crosses the center circle. Down between the rings. He'll drive over on the left side to Dawson Verheyen. Verheyen with the basketball, puts it down, gets it right arc to Hammond. Back up top to Verheyen. Dawson shakes. Now he's trying to go baseline for Brother. Bronson has it, has to kick out to Bolt. Bolt wants an 18-footer, can't. Has to kick, drives out, now gets it to Hammond. 3 on the way, right arc, good! Here comes the microwave. We're tied at 22. 3:52 to go in the half, and we are tied. Swigert has it up top. He's on the near side of the court, works it right side. Now at the arc, trying to come left. He finds Burns. Burns left arc against Verheyen. No match, goes to Swigert. Now they find, I believe that is number 30, Caleb Brown. Ball stolen away by the Cardinals. Here comes Bronson. Bronson off the glass, no good. Rebound, Wiggs and Bronson fighting for it. Bronson off glass, good. 24-22, the Cards on a 5-point run. 24-22, 3:23 to go. The Cards ahead by a deuce. And here comes Casey Dodson with the basketball. Back up top to Swigert. Swigert slides around right arc. He'll find Burns. Burns back on the right corner to Swigert. Swigert down low post now. He'll find Chastain. Chastain nearly has it tipped away. Back to Swigert. Swigert on the right arc. Now he'll go baseline to Chastain. Blocked, stolen away by Verheyen. Verheyen needs to throw up a couple NBA Jam elbows. That'll get him off of you. With 2:58 to go, it's 24-22 Woodlawn. We are in the second quarter of the IHSA State Championship, Class 1A.
Nice little 5-0 run here. Started with defense.
Here comes Dawson in the lane off the glass. Good! Making a 7-love run, 26-22, Cards by 4. And this isn't when the Cardinals play their best basketball. Gets off the block. On the right, kicks out to Burns. Burns on the right arc. Now he goes up top to Swigert. Swigert back over to Dodson, back to Swigert. They play a little keep away there from the left arc to the center circle. Now here comes Swigert from the right side. Down to Getz. Getz turn around over Bronson. Good. There was no doubt about that one. As soon as it left the hands, it's 26-24. Cards by 2. 2:15 to go here in the second quarter. Here come the Cardinals on Midland Trail Conference action, presented to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland, your official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. Hammond has it from the right corner. Drives baseline off the glass and off the rim. No good. The Cardinals don't box out or even try to get a sniff of a rebound. 24-22 with 1:56 to go. Swigert, 3 on the way. No good. Rebound, put back Johnson. No. Gets put back. Good. We are tied at 24 with 1:49 to go. This little run put together, this 4-0 run by the Hawks looks to have kind of demoralized the Cards a little bit. Fans need to get on their feet here in Carver Arena. They're just sitting lifeless. Now back over on the left arm to Bronson. Bronson trying to work it in. He's going to have it stolen away by Burns. Great play by Burns. Up comes Swigert. Swigert from the block. Good. 28-26, a 2-point favor for the Meridian Hawks. We're going to have a timeout not too soon. This timeout called by Shane Witzel. With 1:20 to go in the first half. 28-26, the Hawks lead by 2. Let's see how long it's going to be. I never saw an indication.
I was looking and I didn't either.
And we'll keep it right here since we have no idea.
Well, they're on the bench, so it should be a full. But
well, we'll keep it right here anyway. Meridian leads 28-26, your state championship game. The Woodlawn Cardinals already playing for their first trophy, but they'd rather have it in the form of a state title. 1:20 to go in the first half. Meridian 28, the Cardinals 26. And Mike, I'll tell you what, a lot of players thus far are making a case to be your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Wiggs had 6, Bronson had 6, Dawson had 7. Either way, no matter what, that award brought to you constantly and consistently by Crossroads Community Hospital, caring people, caring for people. Last night in 3A tournament action, in the sectional finals, it was Althoff getting past Carbondale 68-54 in overtime, and Champaign Centennial defeating Lincoln 49-45. So on Tuesday night at the Springfield Super Sectional, it'll be the Centennial Chargers and the Althoff Crusaders at 7:30. That scoreboard update brought to you by Financial Planning Consultants. If you're retired or nearing retirement, or worried about your money lasting as long as you might, call Steve Tymel of Financial Planning Consultants at 242-2222. That's 242-2222 for a confidential review of your portfolio. 1:20 to go in the half, off of the timeout now. 28-26, Meridian up by 2. Cardinals with the basketball, and it'll be Dawson Verhines working it across the timeline. He has big brother open in the right corner. Nobody in the left corner. Now at the left arc, actually at the Civic Center logo, it's Hammond. Now they go left corner on the sideline to Dawson Verhines. Verhines works it back up top to Hammond. Hammond, three-pointer on the way. It's no good off the front of the iron. Rebound, Chase Green. He may have it stolen away. Green recovers nicely. Into the right corner to Verhines. 3 on the way from Bronson. No. Rebound, Casey Johnson, and here come the Hawks. 46 seconds to go. If they try for the last shot and make it, that'll be huge momentum going into the halftime break for the Hawks. Never fear, the Cardinals a mid-third quarter and beyond team. Here come the Hawks. Swigert with it from the right side, trying to come down to the post. Here comes Getz over Bronson. Good. 30-26. Nothing you can do about Dakota Getz. He's going to burn you as much as he can.
Well, he's just getting too good a position down low, using them big muscular legs. Able to control the basketball. Doing a nice job.
13 seconds to go. Verhines in the center circle. 9 seconds. It's Dawson. Not Bronson, but Dawson Verhines. He's going to try to drive with 5. Off the glass, in. 3 seconds to go. It's 30-28. Your quarter's done. Your half is done. And here comes a wayward basketball. That save. That Jumbotron saved Bo Meyer from getting clocked in the head. I can tell you that right now.
Or spilling a drink, as he did have happen to him yesterday.
Bo should have taken the charge last night, and he knows it. 30-28, your halftime score. The Cards trail by 2. This is Woodlawn Cardinal basketball on AM 940 WMIX. We'll be back with your Norris Trucking halftime show in 3 minutes.
Dunbar Photography congratulates the Woodlawn Cardinals and wishes them the best of luck at the state tournament. Jay and Twana Dunbar have been putting quality first for over 21 years, offering a full-service, full-time studio that can handle most any photographic project. portraits, weddings, families, children, high school senior portraits, and more. Call 618-735-2908 or visit their website at dunbarphotography.com and see the Woodlawn game highlights. Good luck, Woodlawn Cardinals, from Dunbar Photography in Woodlawn.
Hi, I'm Rick Pigg with Community First Bank. We've been serving Jefferson County continuously for over 100 years. In spite of media reports, our bank continues to make loans in a safe and sound manner. Come in and see us and let's talk about refinancing or purchasing a new home right now. It might help you and your family save money for your future. Let us show you why dealing with a small community bank makes sense in today's environment. We have locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
When you want the best, think the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. The Orthopedic Center has the unique distinction of being one of only 2 non-academic accredited orthopedic teaching and research facilities in the state of Illinois. Our goal in education is to inspire the next generation of orthopedic surgeons. Patient care, education, and research are our core strengths. Located on Veterans Memorial Drive, Mount Vernon, and St. Mary's Good Samaritans Centralia campus, the Orthopedic Center of Southern Illinois. Discover the difference.
Hard work and dedication are 2 of the key components to success. And for over 28 years, Norris Trucking in Waltonville has worked hard and dedicated themselves to providing their customers with quality, dependable service. Specializing in local and long-distance hauling, Norris Trucking offers flat trailers, vans, and dump trailers. So for all your trucking needs, give the fine people at Norris Trucking a call at 279-3599. Norris Trucking in Waltonville, your trucking company for over 28 years.
A Coach House Garage is money well spent on craftsmanship that's sure to get compliments.
Don't cut corners on your garage. It adds value to your home. That's why you need to see the professionals at Coach House Garages. Choose from a variety of Coach House Garage designs, or they'll build one to your design. For a dealer near you, check the yellow pages in Mount Vernon or go online to CoachHouseGarages.com.
More than just a garage. More than just a garage. It's a Coach House.
Cesar Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the games this season to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pro. Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get your parts ordered quicker, thus getting you back on the road in a shorter period of time and in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar, 618-625-3523, 618-625-3523.
We are back on your Norris Trucking halftime show. We are score at the break. It's 30-28 favoring the Meridian Hawks. As going on in the background is your 3rd and 4th place trophy presentation to the Anawan Braves and the Lewistown Indians. With over 28 years experience, Norris Trucking in Waltonville specializes in local and long-distance hauling, offering flat trailers, vans, and dump trailers. For all your trucking needs, call the great folks at Norris Trucking in Waltonville at 279-3599. That's 279-3599. 30-28 is your score here at the half. The Cardinals trail the Meridian Hawks by 2. We'll have some halftime stats for you momentarily, as well as some other information on how the Cardinals can come back here in the second half and basically just do what they always do and start playing about middle of the 3rd quarter. Woodlawn still has not played like Woodlawn, Mike.
Well, they've shot themselves in the foot, Chris, so these statistics will bear out. For the Meridian Hawks, overall field goal percentage of 12 out of 22, 12 out of 20 regular, 0 for 2 behind the arc, shooting at 55%. Free throws is the difference of the ballgame right now. Meridian getting to the glass and getting inside and drawing the fouls. 6 out of 9 for 67%, only 4 turnovers. And you're going to hear Woodlawn's turnover total here in just a minute, but 4 turnovers only for the Hawks, 13 rebounds. Dakota Getz leading the way there with 5. And individual scoring in the first half, a trio with 2 in Chastain, Swigert, and 4. 8 for Cody Burns and 16 points as he's the leading scorer here in the first half in the game. Dakota Getz, along with his 5 rebounds, 16 points leading the way for the Hawks, 30. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, overall field goal percentage of 13 out of 22 for 59%. Even though they're shooting a higher percentage, the turnovers is what's caused the problem. They've only been to the free throw line twice. 1 out of 2 there. but 10 turnovers. That has cost them shot attempts. And even though you're shooting a good percentage, if you don't have as many shot attempts, you're going to find yourself in trouble. 12 out of 19 regular, 1 out of 3 behind the arc, and only 8 rebounds. Individual scoring, 2 points for Jay Screen, 3 for Casey Hammond, 6 for Bronson Verheim. Josh Wiggs made his first 4 out of 5 attempts in the ball game, 8 points at halftime. And Dawson Verside's leading the Cardinals in scoring with 9 as they have 28, as they trail Meridian 30-28 at the half.
This is your Norris Trucking halftime show. Meridian leads the Cardinals at the half 30-28. With over 28 years experience, Norris Trucking in Waltonville specializes in local and long-distance hauling. For all your trucking needs, call the great folks at Norris Trucking in Waltonville at 279-3599. For those of you in Bloomington and above, that's 618-279-3599. Your score again at the half, 30-28. I want to say hello to all of our friends listening right on the radio, but also reading on the Register News website and even IllinoisHighSchoolSports.com. Hello to you, and thank you for tuning in to WMIX-AM 940, Mount Vernon, Illinois. Trophy presentation still going on in the background, so we're going to go ahead and take a quick little break. We'll be back with Woodlawn Cardinal basketball, the Norris Trucking halftime show, in 2 minutes. Okay.
Hi, this is Mark Cabot, Community Bank President at People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served the residents of Southern Illinois since 1909. Stop by and see our remodeled and expanded bank located at 413 South 34th Street here in Mount Vernon. Or visit one of our 10 locations throughout Southern Illinois to see what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Hard work and dedication are two of the key components to success. And for over 28 years, Norris Trucking in Waltonville has worked hard and dedicated themselves to providing their customers with quality, dependable service. Specializing in local and long-distance hauling, Norris Trucking offers flat trailers, vans, and dump trailers. So for all your trucking needs, give the fine people at Norris Trucking a call at 279-3599. Norris Trucking in Waltonville, your trucking company for over 28 years.
If you've got a case of the winter blahs, Newell Furniture and the General Store has the cure with new spring sofas, lazy boy recliners, new TV consoles, glide rockers, dinettes, bedrooms, and more, all spring sale priced, delivered free with free financing available store-wide. Put a spring in your step at the General Store with fresh new spring flowers, garlands, wreaths, bunnies, new quilts, pictures, new spring tarts for only $1, and lots more, all 15 to 20% off. Got the winter blahs? Get into Newell Furniture and the General Store and save on all new spring furniture and home decor.
You're at that crossroads in your life too, aren't you? It's okay. Rend Lake College is here for you and ready to offer you a new start. From transfer degrees to straight-to-work degrees and certificates, RLC can introduce you to your dreams. Discover your place in life at Rend Lake College. Visit rlc.edu right now or call 437-5321 to talk to an academic advisor before summer and fall semester classes are full. Rend Lake College. It's about time.
Welcome back to your Norris Trucking halftime show on AM 940 WMIX. We're at the half. The Woodlawn Cardinals trail the Meridian Hawks 32-28. Running over your individual scores again real quick. The Meridian Hawks are led by Dakota Getz with 18 points. Corey Burns has 6. And Jacob Chastain, Kyle Ford, and Trent Swigert all have 2 points apiece. Woodlawn Cardinals, 28 points, are comprised of 9 from Dawson Verheim, 8 from Josh Wiggs, 6 from Bronson Verheim, 3 from Casey Hammond, and 2 from Jay Screen for 28 points. Those are your individual scores yet again for the Woodlawn Cardinals and the Meridian Hawks here at the half. Now they are still presenting trophies and medals here at the half. The Anawan Braves, who won 4th place in this state tournament, and the Lewistown Indians, who won 3rd place in this state tournament. Right now, it's the Meridian Hawks and Woodlawn Cardinals squaring off for the IHSA Class 1A State Championship. The clock has resumed. People are going to be allowed to take pictures here for just a little bit with teams and cheerleaders. Again, I reiterate, teams and cheerleaders. Cheerleaders able to get on the line, and sometimes that takes a little bit out of it if you have some better cheerleaders like the Woodlawn Cardinals do. But I'll tell you what, Mike, the fans all dressed in red. It's the Red Sea up there behind us off to our right over our shoulders. and they're doing a remarkable job here, especially with that famous roller coaster.
That's been a big hit. I think they actually said it was on the YouTube the other day, so I'm sure it'll be there for a while. And yeah, hats off to all the students who's been able to make the trip up to Peoria, and what a job they've done motivating not only just the players themselves, but some of the older fans. We have fans here from all ages, and it has just been so much fun, and hope everybody's having a good time and a great experience here in the city of Peoria.
Of course, I believe at the halftime in the locker room, it was Meridian's head coach, as I pull up some comments that he had here in just a moment. But right now, your halftime score, 30-28. Meridian does lead Woodlawn by 2 here at the half. This is your Norris Trucking halftime show. With over 28 years experience, Norris Trucking in Waltonville specializes in local and long-distance hauling, offering flat trailers, vans, and dump trailers. For all your trucking needs, call the great folks at Norris Trucking in Waltonville at 279-3599. That is 618-279-3599. Macon Meridian coach Jack Blickensurfer says on the IHSA network that Getz, obviously an all-stater, and playing like one. He says Woodlawn will likely need to key on him in the second half, and they will need other people to score, Mike. Do you agree with that Woodlawn might key in on Getz in the second half?
Well, I don't know. That's sort of a twofold situation. If you put all your eggs in one basket and try to defend him, they've got help, weak side help on him. He's just a tremendous athlete right now. He's shooting over whoever Woodlawn puts on him. But if you put everybody in that scenario, then that's going to open up Swigert and what we saw, Chris, yesterday at 3 straight threes, and I think 4 in the game. So I'm not sure that will be. I think just the biggest key right now, not only in the locker room of Meridian, but in the locker room of the Cardinals, Shane Witzel's just got to say, hey, fellas, been here before. Nothing should change. But just cut out some of the turnovers. I think Woodlawn was just trying to be so fine and so precise in that first half with their passing game that they passed up a lot of good, what I call clean shots. They passed up some clean shots of 15-footers, tried to get a little closer. And, hey, that defense of Meridian's pretty quick. So they've got some hands and some fingers in the passing lane and taking away some opportunities for the Cardinals. So I think Shane Witzel's got to be overall pleased, knowing only 2 points. And honestly, Chris, I can't say that I know that this wasn't one of the best halves Meridian has played all season long.
Well, I'll tell you what, we still haven't seen the Woodlawn Cardinals that we think we know. They usually don't appear until midway through the third quarter. We will see what happens in the second half coming up shortly. There's still about 4 minutes to go here in the halftime break, which means that this game will probably last upwards about 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Oh, absolutely. So, that's taking the time there with the third and fourth place presentations. That's always a great thing with the podium and all the people getting able to see that. And that's when it really boils down to everything done this weekend. It's all for the kids. And to have them be noticed, TV here in this big crowd, getting their medallions, these are memories that these kids will never forget. And when they get to hoist that trophy up, that stays in that school forever, and it's something to be proud of.
Of course, the kids do get to keep their medallions. School isn't going to take that from them. But 30-28, your halftime score. Meridian leads Woodlawn. About 3.5 minutes to go before we start second half action. Just a friendly little reminder to you that there will be a reception for Woodlawn tomorrow inside Gymnasium. The team will get back at about 2 o'clock p.m., and the reception will begin at about 2:30. Hopefully there will be some cake. Think there'll be cake?
I think there should be cake.
Think there will be?
Got to be cake.
Don't lie to me.
Has to be cake.
Don't assume either. Just
there'll be cake.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Mike, if you tell me, I believe it's gospel. I hope you know that.
You betcha. There's got to be cake of some kind.
30-28, your halftime score. We're going to take a quick break. Be back with more Norris Trucking Halftime Show. Back in 1 minute.
Your best connection is Tyler's, where satisfaction is part of the deal.
Tyler's, your best connection for your next automobile. Come see the complete lineup of Pontiacs, Buicks, Cadillacs, GMC trucks, and Toyotas. And now with huge factory incentives, bring them your best deal on paper and they'll beat it. It's absolutely the best time to buy. And if you're looking for pre-owned vehicles, remember that Tyler's puts all their cars through a 72-point inspection and carefully details each one. Tyler's is also your best connection for service. In fact, Tyler's labor rates are among the lowest list of all repair centers and dealers in Mount Vernon, and they've got factory-trained technicians. So whether you need a new or a used vehicle, our expert service for less, see the accommodating staff at Tyler's, just off I-57 on Route 15 in Mount Vernon.
Your best connection is Tyler's, where satisfaction is part of the deal.
Welcome back to the Norris Trucking Halftime Show. At the half, the Meridian Hawks lead the Woodlawn Cardinals 30-28 for the right to take home the Class 1A State Championship trophy. We still have just a few minutes to go, a few moments before we start second half action. The Woodlawn Cardinals will... Mike, who got possession second half? I believe it's Woodlawn, right? Cardinals?
Absolutely. Woodlawn Cardinals will have the ball at the inbounds to our left.
Sorry to say that, but I know as soon as I did, I would be wrong. I want to say hello again to our friends blogging on register-news.com, as well as our buddies at IllinoisHighSchoolSports.com who are tuning into this broadcast and then providing some valuable feedback via the internet, via email, and via text message. They are all pouring in here to Carver Arena. 30-28 again, your score here at the half if you're just tuning in on AM 940 WMIX. 1:04 to go before we start second half action. And Mike, what are some keys in this second half for the Cardinals? We'll run down those again.
Well, we're going to real quick. Turnovers. That's it. Giving yourself possessions to shoot the basketball at this high rate that the Cardinals are shooting at right now. I had it at 59%. I gave them one more shot attempt than the official scorekeeper did. So they're saying Woodlawn shooting 61% from the floor. So getting opportunities, cutting down on your turnovers, doing a good job like they did in the first half of rebounding. But if you don't miss shots, it's hard to rebound. And maybe do a little bit of testing gets this first part of this second half. And maybe triple him down low one time and see how he handles it. And see where he kicks the basketball. But you don't want to get Swigert involved in this game right now.
Just got a text from Mount Zion. Thank you for tuning in to Woodlawn Cardinal basketball on WMIX AM 940. We appreciate the listenership. And we're glad to be bringing you this broadcast of the Woodlawn Cardinals State Championship run here in 2008-2009. Taking the floor for the Cardinals will be the starters, as I will name them in order of entry: Jay Screen, Kyle Bolt, Dawson Verhines, Bronson Verhines, and Casey Hammond. It will also be the starters for Macon Meridian: Cody Getz, as well as Shastine, Burns, Swigert, and Four being the other guy that I almost just said. Almost said other guy. Now here comes Woodlawn. Getting it started, Casey Hammond on the right side. Moves it over right arc to Hammond, or to Bronson. Bronson's the right arc, goes left arc now. Shot on the way, it's no good by Jay Screen. Dawson tried for the rebound. Shastine went over him, no call. Now here comes Swigert up the way. He maintains a 30-28 lead for his Meridian Hawks. 7:34 to go in the third quarter. This is Woodlawn Cardinal basketball. Yes, jumper off the mid-post, good on the near side, 32-28. Macon by 4. 7:24 to go in the third on Woodlawn Cardinal basketball, presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. Dawson drives the lane, throws up a jumper. He does that little twist move. It's up and in, 32-30. Still a two-point game. Here comes Burns. He drives, good. Comes all the way from the right sideline, drives baseline, 34-30. Meridian back on top by 4. 7:04 to go in the third. Here comes Dawson. Dawson drives, going to kick out the Bolt. Bolt has it left arc. Up top to Bronson Verhines. Verhines looking to go right, might turn back left. Now we'll find Jay Screen. Green gets to the top of the key. Now he looks left. Trying to find Dawson, he will. Leads Dawson to the sideline. Dawson trying to work it in, drops back for Bronson. Bronson has it at the left arc. Chicken George is standing there in the way. Better door than the window, Chicken. And now Bronson loses it off his foot. It's stolen away. Here comes Kyle Ford. Drops back for Swigert. Swigert with the right hand, leaves it now for Shastine. He drives, good. It's a 6-point lead for the Hawks. Here comes Dawson Verhines. 6:23 to go in the third. He loses in the post, and Woodlawn playing sloppy right now. And we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Woodlawn. That foul's going to be on Casey Hammond. Team's first. Casey's first.
Yeah, Casey trying to get a stop down on that end on a breakaway. Good foul to commit. Oh, they're going to call Burns of blocking Casey Hammond off the ball.
The way Casey looked up in frustration, I thought it was him.
Wow.
So that'll be a foul on Meridian. Their first of the half. That'll be the third on Burns. Here comes Dawson. 36-30 your score. 6:06 to play in the third. A 6-point Meridian lead. At the right arc, it's Bronson Verhines. Works it up top. Now he looks to go back right. Now he comes back to the left side to Dawson. Dawson, three on the way. No good. Rebound going to belong to Dakota Getz. Here comes Swigert. Swigert across the timeline, right side for the score, save on the arc. Now he'll go corner into Burns. Stolen away by Woodlawn. Here comes Casey Hammond. Hammond's going to have to get past Swigert. He does, off the glass, no good. And Chastain gets away with a contact foul on Chase Green, and here comes Swigert. Swigert from the right side, goes back toward a Getz, up, good. An 8-point lead. Woodlawn needs a bucket to stop the bleeding. 5:27 to go. Agri Pride FS is proud to support the Woodlawn Cardinals and wishes the Woodlawn Cardinals the best of luck in this postseason. Here comes Chase Green. Drives off the glass. Good. That might put a Band-Aid on it just a little bit. 38-32. We're back within 6. 5:10 to go in the third quarter. And here come the Hawks.
Yeah, you got to be careful waiting on these media timeouts.
And Chastain for three on the way. It's airballed out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Bolt. It'll be Hawk basketball underneath their own basket. 38-32. 4:59 to go. We have a media timeout. Media timeout. We'll take it to back to Carver Arena in 90 seconds.
The Illinois High School Association sanctions 35 sports and activities in the state of Illinois. And we'd like to remind you that while high school athletics and activities gives us a reason to cheer, sportsmanship gives us all, students, coaches, parents, and fans, a way to contribute. Sportsmanship. Do what's right. This message is brought to you by the Illinois High School Association. The IHSA invites you to join more than 300,000 students participating in IHSA activities. Sportsmanship. Do what's right.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good Woodlawn Cardinal, Scott Owens is there.
When your car is all bent out of shape, chances are you are too. But remember, you have a choice of where to take your vehicle after a wreck. And if you want the best, you need to take it to the pros at Route 15 Auto Body in Woodlawn. Route 15 Auto Body is deductible friendly and has all the equipment and expertise necessary to have your car looking even better than it did before. So when your car's in pieces, get peace of mind with Route 15 Auto Body. Call them at 735-2115 or find them, well, on Route 15. It's Route 15 Auto Body, just west of Woodlawn.
And welcome back to Woodlawn Cardinal basketball. 4:56 to go in the third quarter. It's 38-32 Meridian. Three on the way. It's scored. Swigert from the left arc buries the bomb. It's 41-32, a 9-point affair. Woodlawn has just come out flat here in this third quarter. Here comes Dawson Verheyen, shy of the center circle. Goes over right side to Bronson. Up top to Dawson. Three on the way from Hammond. Off the screen, no good. Wiggs can't get the rebound. It's out of bounds off of Meridian. It should be Woodlawn basketball.
Yeah, and there's no need to panic right now. There is a lot of time left in this basketball game. Still can make that extra pass. Get a good look at the basket. Woodlawn out of bounds right in front of us.
Right arc to Hammond. Up top, down to Green. Green trying to work in the lane. Cutting to the basket was Verheyen. Wiggs with a shot up, no good. And that's going to be a foul, I think. That might be on Kyle Ford, but we will wait to see what John Salee indicates.
I think it was on Getz.
That was on Dakota Getz. Wiggsy at the line to shoot, too. Parker Automotive now on Highway 15 in Woodlawn, maybe in a new location, but Dave and his staff still have 50 years combined experience. Oil changes, transmissions, brakes, coolant, and power steering services from Parker Automotive keep you on the road longer. 735-9000. Call 735-9000. Wiggs misses the second. Rebound comes to Kyle Ford. Up ahead to Swigert. Swigert to Burns. Burns to Getz. Shot up off the side of the rim. No good. Rebound. Bronson Verheyen falling out of bounds. He saves it. Up ahead, here comes Dawson. Dawson will get it across the way now. Across the land to Casey. Three on the way. No good. Wiggs boxed out, but gets the rebound. Behind him. It's going to be stolen away by Dakota Getz. It's between Wiggs' legs. Here comes Bronson. And Bronson has it stolen away, and we're going to have a foul on Tyler Chastain. And by Tyler Chastain, I mean Jacob Chastain.
Well, I don't even know where to start. All I'm going to say is it's going to be Woodlawn ball right here in front of us. A lot of activity, a nice scrum on the floor, and Woodlawn will have possession.
Dawson with the trigger. Gets it into Josh Wiggs. Wiggs back to Casey. Three on the way. Casey needs a bomb in the worst sort of way. And they called that out of bounds before it ever went out. And then Bronson Verhines gets pushed by Kyle Ford. 41-33 your score. Great traditions aren't given. They're earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what Community First Bank of the Heartland believes in, and they are your official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. 3:45 to go in the third. It's 41-33 Meridian. Schweiger with the basketball over to Ford. Ford jumper on the way. Rebound by Bronson Verhines. Here comes Bronson. Leaves it up for Dawson. Nice drop. They go backdoor. Backdoor again. And as Dawson tries to drive and put it up after the backdoor give and go, he will go to the line to shoot two.
Good pass. Good passing right there by the Cardinals. Casey Hammond got a break on that left side. Drew people towards him, dumped it off to Dawson. Dawson just wasn't able to get a good angle for a three-point attempt at the free throw line, shooting a pair.
And the first one will fall in, 41-34. We saw the same exact score yesterday in the third quarter. 41-34, so it favored Woodlawn yesterday. Dawson can make it a 6-point ball game if he knocks down this free throw, and he will not. It's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Kyle Ford. It'll be Woodlawn basketball. They missed something. There's a little shoving on. Kyle Ford does not like Bronson Verhines.
Yeah, they're not getting along right now very well.
And Dawson will trigger. Gets it into Bronson. Bronson now guarded by Chastain. I would almost say that Kyle Ford's out for blood. Now here comes Dawson. He shakes back across the top of the key. Drives the lane. Turn around. Good! Dawson Verhines may have just strapped this team to his back. 41-36, back within 5. Here comes Swigert in the right corner to Burns. Burns going to turn around, go baseline. Now drops back for 4 blocks. Here comes Bronson. Bronson comes away with it. He has Jesse Hart up ahead. Bronson keeps it himself, has it stolen away. It goes out of bounds, no call. Now here comes Kyle Ford. Ford stays it. Up to Swigert. Swigert loses it. Now he regains it. He's on the left side. Drops back to the free throw line. Here comes Ford. Backdoor, good. Was that Getz or Chastain?
I think it was Getz.
That was Chastain. That's his 6th point of the ball game. It's 43-36. They missed Burns being out of bounds. And now here comes the Cardinals. Hart has it. He's on the left sideline. Now he goes left arc. Dawson with the basketball. 2:35 to go in the third. He has it stripped away. Manages to save it to Bronson. Left sideline, left arc. Bolt over to Hart. Hart thought about a three. It's on the way now. No good off the front of the iron. They did not need that shot. Now it's going to be taken away by Chastain, and we're going to have a foul on Dawson Verhines. Not the shot you wanted to take, especially from a guy that doesn't really shoot many three-pointers for you.
Good hustle right there by Dawson. Got a little combination of knee, chin, and foot to the head when he was diving on the ground after that loose ball. Chastain did a great job of dribbling to get away from Dawson, but contact was made. Dawson's going to catch his breath just a little bit here and get checked out. Luke Simmons in the ball game with 2:23 to go.
Proud Woodlawn resident and Cardinal supporter, Tricia Warner, MD, family practice physician, serving your entire family. Accepting patients now at 244-6222. 244-6222. On the right side, it's Corey Burns. Burns back up top to Swigert. Swigert left arc. Left to left wing. Now he's going to try to work right wing. Now he goes back left sideline. Down to Chastain. To Getz. Turnaround Jay. Off the rim. No good. That was off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Josh Wiggs. Now here comes Bronson Verhines. We'll drop below 2 in the third. 43-36. Cardinals trail by 7. Here comes Simmons. Almost has it stolen away by Burns. Simmons at the baseline. Out to Bolt on the left arc. Now he'll come back up top to Hammond. Left side down to Bolt. It's going to be kicked out of lane. Kick save and a beauty. Cardinals fighting for it. Here comes the beauty rest. Down to Wiggs. It'll be tipped out of bounds. Blast off to Dakota again. It'll be Woodlawn basketball. 1:37 to go in the third. 43-36 your score. Cardinals get the basketball and a huge break.
Well, I thought there was a clip right there, but no flag was called. But good contact and, hey, good hustle. Good hustle by Josh Wiggs and Dakota Getz on that play. Two guys playing hard here for a championship.
97 seconds to go. This is your IHSA Class 1A state final. Woodlawn trying to work it in. They get it into Dawson. Back to Kyle. Bolt at the left arc. Gives back to Dawson. Missed the screen. Now they get back into the lane. No, it's going to be stolen away by Chastain. Up ahead to Swigert. Swigert works it off the block. Throws it up. No good. There's a foul. And that's going to be on Casey Hammond, I believe. That'll be Woodlawn's second team foul. If that's on Casey, I believe that's just his first. No, it's on Dawson. That's his fourth, and that's not good.
Yeah, he may He's going to have to cool his jets just a little bit right here with his fourth foul with 1:26 to go in this third quarter.
Swigert at the line. He'll shoot two. 43-36 your score. It's a 7-point game with 1:26 to go in the third. Swigert's first on the way. It's good. It's now an 8-point game. Woodlawn Shell, whatever you need, we're right on your way. Woodlawn Shell serves up fresh sandwiches and soups for lunch. And stop by on your way and let them do the cooking. Good luck, Woodlawn Cardinals, to your friends and neighbors at Woodlawn Shell. We await the second from Swigert. It's on the way. It looks like it's good. It's not. Rebound, Bronson Verheyen. 44-36. Cards down by 8 with 1:23 to go in the third. Here comes Dawson. He'll bring it across. He's playing the one. Now he gets it over to Big Brother. Brother has it to the right wing. Now back over to Wiggs. Wiggs is going to drive. Picks up his dribble. Goes back toward to Hammond. Hammond up. No good. Rebound, Chastain. It may not be in the cards this quarter for Woodlawn. Here comes Swigert. Trying to dribble it around. Take some time off the clock. We'll drop below 1 minute in the third quarter on this possession. 44-36. Cards down by 8. End of the quarter can't come soon enough if you're a Cardinal fan. Just anything to get that nice little timeout on the side. 48 seconds to go. Swigert with the basketball. Works it through the center circle. Trying to cross over on Bronson. Now he goes back left side. Near the timeline, near the baseline rather, to Chastain. Chastain gets it back, and now gets it over to Swigert. Swigert over the top. Now we go left side to Chastain. Chastain with 25. Goes back center circle. Now comes back to Swigert. They're just going to play a little bit of zone keep away here. Logan Washburn in the ball game as well. Now they work it into Getz in the paint. Now at the free throw line. Kicks back out left side. Swat to Chastain. 10 seconds to go. They want this last shot. Now through the center circle with 7. Chastain sets up shot. Now stolen away. Now recovered by Chastain. 2 seconds. He'll drive up. No good. And Woodlawn will get a shot off. And that's how your first quarter ends. The Cardinals trail the Hawks 44-36. This is Woodlawn Cardinals basketball on WMIX.
Cesar Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the games this season to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pro. Cesar Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get your parts ordered quicker, thus getting you back on the road in a shorter period of time. And in showroom condition. Cesar Auto Body, 602 South Park in Cesar. 618-625-3523. 618-625-3523.
Hi, this is Mark Cabot, Community Bank President of People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served the residents of Southern Illinois since 1909. Stop by and see our remodeled and expanded bank located at 413 South 34th Street here in Mount Vernon. Or visit one of our 10 locations throughout Southern Illinois to see what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Woodlawn Cardinals State Championship basketball on AM 940 WMIX, where the Cardinals trail the Hawks 44-36 as we prepare to start the fourth quarter. This action presented to you by Community First Bank, where great traditions aren't given. They are earned through hard work and commitment. That's just what they believe in. Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trails Conference. Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. Will it be Dawson Verheyen? Will it be somebody else who comes back? Who knows? But what we do know, it's brought to you by Crossroads Community Hospital, caring people, caring for people. We're ready to get started here with fourth quarter action. Chris Hugo joined alongside by Mike Richardson. And Mike, kind of an unexpected third quarter there. The Cardinals turn on midway through the third, never came.
It didn't, and Meridian showed their quickness probably more in any part of the game as they did in that third quarter. So Meridian now, while he was wanting to get that good attempt there at the end of the third quarter, they knew they were going to be rewarded with the ball here starting the fourth.
Here comes Swigert with the basketball. Works it over to Burns. Burns in the lane to Chastain. Back out to Getz on the baseline. Right arc now. Here comes Burns. He's fouled by Casey Hammond. That'll be the third team foul on the Cardinals. First personal for Casey Hammond.
Meridian right there spreading the floor a little bit, trying to pull Woodlawn out away from the bucket. I'm sure trying to get Getz more involved. He's had a great shooting night so far today.
Kyle Ford works it left side to Trent Swigert. Here comes Swigert. A little bit of a hook on Hammond. Now they go back left side. He'll find Cody Burns. Burns back over to Swigert. Little timeline keep away here. At the left arc, nearly stolen away. Now over to Swiger. He'll drive right side, down baseline to Dakota Getz. Left wing to Burns. Over to Swiger, back to Burns on the left wing. Now he'll shake Bronson and throw it through the legs. Casey Hammond recovers. He'll go against Swiger one-on-one. Casey goes right. They're going to call a block on Trent Swiger. Good call by John Salee, the Nashville native.
It'll be the second turnover for Meridian. The passing game, it looks like they're going to try to maybe whittle down this clock just a little bit. Woodlawn right spot, right time. Casey with the breakaway at the free throw line with fair.
Cardinals desperately need to knock down their free throws here. 7:19 to go in regulation. 44-36 your score. Cards trail by 8. Hammond misses the first. A little soft. Looks like me out there in the experience earlier on the pop shot. Trying to make one to save my life.
Any video coverage of that?
Thankfully, no. It was bad. I mean, it went over the netting and everything. Hit the Illinois Coach Association guy in the head. It wasn't pretty. Hammond knocks down the second. It's 44-37. 7-point ball game. Here comes Trent Swiger, 6-foot junior. He'll be back next year, and that's unfortunate if you're his opposition. A little bit of trap for Burns. Now they get it to Getz. Getz is going to drive baseline over Wiggs. No good. Rebound staged by Bronson. Bronson recovers. Now his pass to Dawson stolen away underneath the Chastain. Good. Are we going to have a foul?
Evidently, we're too far away, too many people in front of us to see that.
The good Salee give us and the good Salee take us away. That's going to be a foul on the Cardinals. They're fourth. Still awaiting the official indication on who that was on. Was that on Jace?
I was looking at the board, didn't see anything, but he is at the line and converted the free throw.
And one converted. A 10-point lead for the Hawks. 6:51 to go in the fourth quarter. Here comes Dawson Verhines. He's trying to direct traffic. They need to work around to Jace Green and have Hammond make some shots. Hammond, Verhines up top. It's Bronson looking for Jace Green. He'll find him right arc. They work it up top now to Dawson. Dawson looking to work around. He has 4 fouls. Drives the lane up. It's good. Back to an 8-point ball game. It's 47-39. Plenty of time to go here in this contest. We saw what Anawan did to these guys yesterday. Anawan, not that great. Now over to Swiger. Swiger works it into Chastain. Down low to Getz. Getz works on the right side. And there's going to be a foul on Dawson Verhines, and he's done for the day.
Wow.
Welcome to 4-class basketball.
And what's so amazing about that, they called the foul as a reach around, so Getz will not be shooting. And we just saw the replay. That's a pretty tough call to make.
From that angle, you bet. Corey Burns with the basketball, right corner. Here they come, right wing. Cross the way to Trent Swiger, left wing. 47-39, your score, 6:13 to go. Hawks in the lead. Now all the way back to the timeline, it's Swiger. And he's going to draw a foul on Casey Hammond. And this might be where it unravels.
Yeah, this is a very crucial point of the ball game right now, right at 6 minutes. Woodlawn's going to decide whether they're going to go and continually reach and try to take advantage of free throw shooting right now this early in the game until they can find a shot to fall.
Here comes Trent Swiger. He's bumped by Hammond. Judy rests over to get Swiger. Blows past Simmons. They're going to dribble some time off the clock. Here comes Swiger. He looks a lot more comfortable handling that basketball today than he did yesterday. Now over to Chastain. He'll kick back in the corner to Swiger. Back high post to Chastain, and they throw it away. Dakota Getz takes out a photog. Plenty of cushion there, though. It's okay.
Oh, my. Oh, my.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, my.
Well, sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles. Again, the good Salee giveth and the good Salee taketh away, and we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take 1-2. Back to Cardinal basketball in 30 seconds.
Attention physicians, healthcare providers, and suppliers. Physicians Filing Service has been your national billing firm since 1986. PFS provides a full line of home medical equipment reimbursement management services, such as the premier home medical equipment reimbursement resource, HMG, and the new Physicians Practice Management affiliate, Paragon Healthcare Systems. Always looking toward the future to better serve you. Physicians Filing Service. Call 1-800-458-3322 or visit pfspays.com. Wishing good luck to the Woodlawn Cardinals.
And we are back off the heels of a Woodlawn timeout, 47-39 your score. Woodlawn trails by 8 with 5 minutes and 51 seconds of precious fourth quarter time remaining. A family-owned real community bank with Christian values. It's no wonder for 4 years running, People's National Bank has been voted the best bank in Jefferson County. Still in that timeout, must have been a fully. Possession arrow favors the Woodlawn Cardinals should that happen to arise. Of course, just a reminder, regardless of the conclusion of this affair, tomorrow there will be a reception inside Gymnasium for the return of the Cardinals. They're expected to get back about 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon with the reception getting underway about 2:30 inside Gymnasium to welcome back either the state champion or second place Woodlawn Cardinals.
Woodlawn right now, just under 6 minutes to go. Need to continue to play good defense. I'm curious to see out of this timeout if Woodlawn fouls immediately trying to go for a steal. And if they foul, give a shot here of putting them at the free throw line and turn this into a free throw game. But till that happens, Woodlawn's got to find somebody to take the shot and knock it down.
Trent Swigert will dribble the basketball here for the Hawks. Hammond dives for it, falls. He takes the bait. Now he strips it away, and he's going to pick up the foul. That'll be Casey's third, the Cardinals' seventh, and now send Trent Swigert to the line for the 1 and bonus. That's the last thing you necessarily want to happen is Trent Swigert to the line. He can shoot. Has some trouble dribbling at times, but boy, can he shoot.
Well, overall team free throw shooting 70% as a team. Swigert 77%.
It's on the way and it's good. It's 48-39. Swigert can put the Hawks up by 10 here if he knocks down this second free throw. Not looking good for the Cardinals at this juncture, but plenty of time to be played here. 5:42 to go in the fourth. Swigert on the way. It's up. It's strong. It's no good. Rebound, Bronson Verheyen. This is where the senior might have to strap this team on his back. Over to Casey Hammond, the microwave. He's from the left arc. Now he goes down central. Drives the lane, throws him a shot. It's no good. Rebound by Cody Burns. That would have been a foul earlier. Unfortunately, if that would have been a foul, that would have been a charge on Casey. Now here comes Swigert, dribbling some time off the clock. It's 48-39. Cardinals down by 9, 5:18 to play. Swigert at the center circle. Now he gets it to Chastain. Chastain trying to drive. Doesn't pick up his pivot foot, just picks up his dribble. Now back out to Swigert. He'll go the opposite corner now to number 10, Cody Burns. 5:06. We'll drop below 5 minutes on this possession. 48-39. Meridian by 9. Chastain nearly has it stripped away over to Burns on the left side. He's trying to work it around the perimeter. Head fake after head fake. Has his pocket picked by Bronson, and now they call a foul on Bronson. Chicken George. That'll be Bronson's second, team 8th, and we will have Cody Burns to the line for the 1 and bonus.
Cody Burns is 65% free thrower on the season, 49 attempts on the year.
Burns first on the way. It's up. It's no good. Rebound fought for by the Cardinals. Recovered by Meridian, and they throw it away. Well, we have a media timeout. We'll be back to Carver Arena in 90 seconds.
Chest pain, pressure, or discomfort.
Pain in the back, neck, or jaw. Extreme fatigue.
Shortness of breath.
Numbness in the arms.
These 21 words have been brought to you by a heart attack. If you're experiencing these symptoms, get to the emergency room immediately and let the medical professionals diagnose the cause of your symptoms. Crossroads Community Hospital. We know the heart, inside and out.
Dunbar Photography congratulates the Woodlawn Cardinals and wishes them the best of luck at the state tournament. Jay and Twana Dunbar have been putting quality first for over 21 years, offering a full-service, full-time studio that can handle most any photographic project. Portraits, weddings, families, children, high school senior portraits, and more. Call 618-735-2908 or visit their website at dunbarphotography.com and see the Woodlawn game highlights. Good luck, Woodlawn Cardinals, from Dunbar Photography in Woodlawn.
Hi, I'm Rick Pigg with Community First Bank. We've been serving Jefferson County continuously for over 100 years. In spite of media reports, our bank continues to make loans in a safe and sound manner. Come in and see us and let's talk about refinancing or purchasing a new home right now. It might help you and your family save money for your future. Let us show you why dealing with a small community bank makes sense in today's environment. We have locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina. Welcome back to Personal Banking. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Carver Arena. 48-39 is your score. The Meridian Hawks lead the Woodlawn Cardinals by 9 in this, your IHSA Class 1A state championship game. Live from the Peoria Civic Center, Carver Arena, Chris Hugo joined alongside by Mike Richardson here on AM 940 WMIX, Mount Vernon, Illinois, a free service of Withers Broadcasting. Simmons nearly loses on the inbound. Now he gets it back to Wiggs. Wiggs on the left sideline. He drops back for beauty rest. Here comes Luke Simmons, and we're going to have a foul. It's going to be a charge on Casey Hammond. Credit the turnover and the foul to Woodlawn.
That'll be their fifth in this second half. 15 turnovers overall on the Cardinals today. Uncharacteristic of them, but credit Meridian's defense. They've been a hair quicker on the day, and it showed up in the turnover category.
As they make fun of Lee Hall here on the Jumbotron, and deservedly so. Swaggart at the free throw line. His shot up and good. We wait the second, and it is 49-39. 10-point ball game here with 4:42 to go in the fourth. Lee Hall, the IHSA television network. Reminds me of a Phillips screwdriver, a hammer, and a vice grip. 4:42 to go here in the ball game. 49-39. Sweigert's second is good. It's an 11-point affair. 50-39. Cardinals really need to open something up here if they want to have any shot of bringing home the biggest trophy in Class 1A. Left side, and the ball in the championship may have just slipped through Bronson Verheine's hand with 4:31 to go.
Woodlawn's offense is just continually being pushed out farther away from the basket, not setting picks down low very well to break anybody loose on the wings.
And here comes Chastain. Chastain stops shy in the center circle. Now he works it over to Swigert. Swigert drops back for Burns on the right side. Burns works it up to Chastain. Now top of the key at the B in Bradley. Now he goes back to the right sideline to Burns. Back up to Chastain. Shy in the center circle. 4:08 to go. Simmons with a steal. Here comes the beauty rest. He loses it. Recovered by Bronson. He'll drive, and it won't fall. And we're going to have a foul on, looks like, I'm going to say, Swigert.
Too many bodies right here in front. George is not sure exactly who it's on. He's going to make the call. Bronson Verheim will be at the free throw line shooting a pair.
That'll be the sixth team foul on Macon Meridian. 50-39 your score, 4:03 to go here in the second half. Verhein's first is good. 50-40, back to a 10-point game, and with three locations to serve you in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. Bronson's second on the way, it's up, and it's good. Back to a 9-point ball game, 50-41, 4:03 to go. Woodlawn needs to stop the bleeding. Here comes Swigert around Bronson. Bronson just stands there hoping for the charge. Bronson looks like he got all ball, but that's not good enough for DeClerc. That's going to be a foul on Bronson Verheim. Woodlawn's 10th, and that is Bronson's third.
And Trent Swigert at the free throw line. They're going to have him give it up, try to foul somebody else. Swigert getting a little rhythm now. He's 3 out of his last 4 free throwing.
Swigert at the line. He'll shoot 2. It's first on the way. It's good. So it looked to be a credible turnover caused by Bronson Verheim. It's now a foul shot opportunity. 2 of them to be exact for Trent Swigert. Second one is up in the air, and it's good. 52-41. We are back to an 11-point Meridian lead. 3:55 to go in the fourth. Might be 3:55 to go in the season for both teams. Kyle Bolt has on the right arc. He's trying to work it back near side up top. He'll find Casey Hammond. Hammond goes back to the right sideline now to Bronson, the senior. He works it in the corner, gets himself into a corner, gets it to Bolt. Bolt comes around free throw line, looking for a jumper to drive in, and they're going to call a foul on Dakota Getz. That was clean. That's not a foul.
Hand on top of the ball, not a very good call right there. Dakota Getz, great position. Hand on top of the ball. Kyle Bolt shot it right in there. They're saying he got fouled. Kyle Bolt at the free throw line with a pair.
I'll be the biggest homer I possibly could be for the Cardinals today, but that is not a foul on Dakota Getz.
Absolutely.
Ridiculous. Bolt makes the first and back to a 10-point ball game, 52-42. Welcome to 4-class basketball. That's part of what you get. Got to take the bad with the good. Bolt second on the way, good. Kyle makes the best of a gimme. 52-43, and a great free throw shooting by Kyle Bolt. He's going to take a breather. And Kyle Bolt is the name you talk about when you can, but you don't get to talk about a lot, unfortunately. Kyle Bolt, a key asset to this Woodlawn Cardinal basketball club.
Oh, his defense yesterday about the much bigger 6'9" Jugovic. Wow, it was unbelievable yesterday.
Here comes Swigert. He's going to dribble some time off the clock again. Left wing. They're going to call a block on Jace Green. That'll be Jace's second, team 11th. And that will send Trent Swigert to the line for the 862nd time this game, looking to increase the lead back to 11 points.
Yeah, they're going to have to try to find somebody else to get him at least passing the ball, somebody close enough to stay on top of him to keep the 5-second call going, and then attack that person. Try to put Burns maybe back at the line.
Swigert at the line for his second. It's on the way. It's no good. Just a 10-point ball game. Wiggs with the rebound, slides over to Bronson. Bronson will cross the timeline on the near side with 3:21 to go in the fourth. 53-43. Cards down by 10. In the corner to Hammond. Shoots a three anyway. No good. Rebound Simmons. It's tipped away. It's going to go on the baseline. Now it's stolen away. Here comes Corey Burns for Meridian. Up to Chastain. Chastain pushes back to Swigert. He's at the Civic Center logo, left side of the floor. Now back over right. We're going to have a foul on Josh Wiggs, and deservedly so. That'll be Josh's first, team 12. With 3 locations to serve you in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Ina, Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. It'll be Chastain at the line. His first is on the way, and it's good. 54-43, back to an 11-point ball game. This kind of becomes the point where you don't feel too good about the chances.
Playing the clock as Lewistown against the Cardinals were yesterday.
55-43, it's a 12-point ball game. Luke Simmons with the basketball. 3 minutes and 2 seconds to go. Now drops down to below 3. Simmons off the backboard, no good. Fighting Ricketts for the rebound, a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Cardinals, so the Cardinals will maintain possession. And how about the beauty rest showing he is not scared of Dakota Getz?
Oh, absolutely. Boy, I tell you what, both going up strong for the basketball. Getz had a hold on it. Luke grabbed inside, got partial ball, wrestled down to the floor, jump ball called Woodlawn possession right here in front of our table.
2:53 to go. Woodlawn basketball stripped away by Dakota Getz, pushed out of bounds. It'll be Woodlawn basketball underneath the basket. Here comes Luke Simmons. He'll trigger. 2:51 to go. Looking for Bronson. He'll find him at the left arc. Bronson could knock down a three here and really improve their chances. Now back up top to Simmons. We're going to have a push on Corey Burns, and that is Corey's fourth, team's eighth, and now send Bronson Verheyen to the line for the one and bonus.
Well, the clock is still running. The clock is still running, so I'm sure that's making everybody happy here.
Can't imagine. This is the best crew of the tournament, however. Wonder when it seemed to all change for the Cardinals, Mike, whenever they started playing his own defense.
A little bit, and Getz was just not stoppable at one time. I mean, he continually got hot. He ended the half with 6 straight field goals, and then come out the second half on 2 straight possessions. Got it down 2 for 2, and they tripled him at one time. Swigert got loose on a 3, and then here come the fouls.
Bronson misses a free throw. Jace with a huge rebound. Here comes Green. The cousin bails out the cousin. And Jace can't knock down the stick back. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Chance to return this to a 2-point ball game. 10-point ball game, rather, if he can make both free throws.
Now they got the clock corrected. 2:40 now. And that's just how you got to have a luck. We talk a lot about that. That ball needed to fall for the Cardinals, to get this down, get another opportunity at the free throw line, get that extra point.
And Green knocks it down. 55-44, back to 11. Can he make it 10 here if he can knock down this free throw? Bronson's getting ready to go play defense along with Jesse Hart. So we have part of the Hart Foundation in the ball game with 2:40 to go in the fourth. 55-44 Meridian. Second one on the way. It's good. 55-45. It's a 10-point affair. 2:40 to go. Meridian runs the baseline. They get in Dakota Getz. To Swiger, and that's going to be a foul on Bronson. Bronson on the block. Tried to set a pick on number 25, Trent Swigert.
Well, very close right there. Just a hair behind getting that, allowing Swigert to actually move with the basketball. Real close to drawing a charge, but just a little bit late getting there. Good call by the official. Swigert now back at the line.
2:38 to go. A 10-point game. Swigert misses the first. Fouls show 9 on the scoreboard. If there's only 9, why is it getting 2? Did I miss something? And the second one is in. 56-45. It's back to 11. I don't get that. They must not. We must be off.
Not sure.
Here comes Bronson. Bronson looks for a 3. Goes back right wing now to Casey Hammond. Hammond's trying to drive. From the right wing, works over to Jace Green. Green drives. Top of the key jumper for 2. No good. Rebound stayed by Wiggs in the near corner. Right in front of us here at the baseline table. Hammond 3 on the way. Good! Casey Hammond brings it back to 8. 56-48, 2:15 to go. We have a timeout on the floor. And this right now is Midland Trail Conference Showcase action presented by Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Mark Cabot, Community Bank President of People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served the residents of Southern Illinois since 1909. Stop by and see our remodeled and expanded bank located at 413 South 34th Street here in Mount Vernon. Or visit one of our 10 locations throughout Southern Illinois to see what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
And welcome back to Woodlawn Cardinal basketball with 2:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. The Meridian Hawks lead the Woodlawn Cardinals 56-48. 2:15 left to go here in the ball game. 56-48 is your score, an 8-point ball game with 2:15 to go. Woodlawn called the timeout. They are down by 8 off of a Casey Hammond, their microwave 3-point shot to bring the Cards back within 8. Who will be your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game? We don't know just yet. What we do know is Bronson Verhines has 8 points. Josh Wiggs had 7. Casey Hammond with 7. Jace Green with 6. And Dawson fouled out with somewhere around 14 points. They are all capable of being your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game. That is brought to you by Crossroads Community Hospital, caring people, caring for people. 2:15 to go in the fourth. It'll be a baseline trigger here for the Meridian Hawks and Dakota Getz. Getz with the trigger. About 3 seconds. Going to have to work it in. Finally gets it in. Here we go. Stolen away. No, it's not. Dakota Getz recovered. And he throws it up ahead now to Swigert. Swigert on the baseline. Now he'll go to Burns. Burns' shot. No good. Rebounded by Verhines. Do the Cardinals have it in? And Wiggs is going to go the hole. Good. Cards back within 6. A nice little run here by the Woodlawn Cardinals. Here comes Swigert. 1:53 to go on the sideline. Wiggs is guarding Chastain up top. They'll switch out for Hart with 1:47 to go. Is it too little too late? No, it's not, but we do have a foul on Jesse Hart, and that will send the Hawks to the line to shoot 2.
1:45, an eternity in high school basketball. Now Woodlawn doing the things they need to do. Be aggressive. Take some chances now on this offensive end, but it starts here with Meridian trying to miss a free throw.
Chastain knocks it down. It's back to a 7-point game. 1:45 to go here in the fourth quarter. Chastain at the line. He'll take a second, try to turn it back to an 8-point lead, and it'll miss. Here comes Bronson off the rebound. 1:43 to go in your state championship. Here comes Verhines. He's the only Verhines left in the game. Now he passes to the cousin. Family connection strong. Here comes Jace to the hole. Count it! Jace Green off the block. It's good. 57-52 can make this a 4-point game if he can connect on the and one. And Mike, what a play there by Jace Green. He was able to isolate himself, cut into the lane, cut to the basket, throw it off the glass, and now he gets a bonus shot to kind of make up for it.
Well, I tell you what, we talked about time being a tournament. They just had a player foul out of this ball game, and also only 10 seconds off the clock. And now Woodlawn with an opportunity to gain 2 extra points. They were only to cash in on 1 free throw. Woodlawn now trying to convert here a 3-point play and make this a little interesting.
And he knocks it down. It's 57-53. Don't count out these Cardinals. 95 seconds to go. Gets on the inbound. Gets them ahead to Swigert. Swigert's going to go up against Green. Now he goes back door. Back door to Casey Dodson. Dodson drops back to Chastain. He's at the timeline. 1:27 to go. 57-53. Cards down by 4. Hart against Chastain. Chastain against Hart. Slide over to Swigert. Back to Chastain. Trying to shake Jesse Hart. Look at him go. Jesse Hart against Chastain. He'll dribble between the rings with 1:13 to go. Now against Wigsy. Wigsy leads 4 wide open. Now he goes back to 4. Now he fouls Kyle Ford. That is a great foul. You sent Kyle Ford to the line to shoot 2 shots, Mike.
Yeah, definitely you want to look at Ford right there. Or also now Casey Dodson into the ball game, a young man that sort of has his feet, he's sort of getting away from him at times against the press yesterday. So I think if Woodlawn can get the ball out of Swigert's hands, hey, they've got a shot at this thing.
First one rattles around and in. 58-53, a 5-point game with 1:07 to go. Even if he makes this one, it's still a 2-possession game. Ford's second one on the way. It's good. Maybe not the guy to foul after all. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to keep it right here with 1:07 to go. It's 59-53, Meridian by 6. And Mike, I'll tell you what, they are making a strong case to come back here. And the Cardinals just will not give up in this battle of the birds.
Well, I tell you, it's just been a magical year. Anytime you have, regional championships, it sort of starts a string of games going. You just never want it to end. I don't know. 2-possession game right now, 1:07 to go. A lot of time left. The only problem now, you're sort of shortened up on the timeouts, but you're going to have to utilize the fouls. You're going to have your scouts now rely on all the information they have given you. Look at the program. Who do you want to foul? Who do you want to get to the free throw line? And now Meridian's at the point where they really don't want to foul and be too aggressive on the defense. Hit a spot-up 3 or penetrate hard to the basket. Take the layup and the foul if they give it to you.
And with 1:07 to go here in regulation, the Woodlawn Cardinals trail by 6 here against the Meridian Hawks off this timeout. Anything can happen in 1:07. Mike, you know it. I know it. Wow, what a ball game to be calling right here on AM 940 WMIX. Mount Vernon, Illinois, service of where this broadcasting.
Yeah, just hope we're able to paint the picture for our listeners. We hope we are, and hats off to you guys out there listening. I tell you what, it makes it fun for us to know that we've had so many people call in the station and let us know they do appreciate this.
And it's going to be a trigger here for the Cards. Here comes Bronson Verheim. He's up top looking to work far side. Gets off to Hammond. Hammond for 3. No, in and out. No good. Rebound fought for. Hammond comes away, or Bronson comes away with it. And now back over to Casey. We'll drop below a minute. It's 59-53. Cardinals 1-3. Here comes Jace Green. He's driving out to Hart. Hart for 3. It'd be big. No good off the front of the iron. Rebound tip. Jace Green can't get it. Dawson nearly gets the foot on the line. It's recovered by Meridian. Witzel wants the foul. No good. And here comes good. Swigert knocks it down off the block. 61-53. And I think that's your championship. Here comes Casey Hammond. It's not over yet. And ball is fumbled. Green recovers. Here comes Green. Jace drives off the glass. No good. Rebound tipped around. That is your ball game. Cardinals will lead second place here unless a miracle happens, and we're going to have a tackle by Josh Wiggs. And your Meridian Hawks, your 2009 Class 1A state champion.
What a run.
What
an absolute run.
They've gone farther than any team in Jefferson County since 1954. How about that? Second place finish for the Woodlawn Cardinals, not too shabby. They will finish their season 30-2. Meridian will finish 31-2. Swigert second on the way, and it's first on the way. It's good. 62-53.
And this will give an opportunity from some of the reserve players for the Woodlawn Cardinals who've lived this dream season to get a few seconds here on this Carver Arena floor, and memories they'll never forget.
So close and coming from so far. John Cavender. Looks like I see Jordan Wareheim, Jeremy Aparicio. I thought I saw Kirk Dunbar out there, and Christian McNeil, I believe, are your 5 for the Cards. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought that's who I saw.
I think you're right. You got Aparicio.
Yes.
Yes.
The only confusion, I couldn't tell on that far block if that was Wareheim or not. I think it is.
It is.
We'll set the scene for you. John Kavner in the backcourt, ready to play defense. Aparicio on the near top block. Far low block, it was Kirk Dunbar. Left low block, it was Wareheim. And top block on the left side, it was Christian McNeil. 3 on the way from Aparicio. No good. Rocks around the rim in the backcourt. 3 seconds away from a state championship. The Hawks have done it. The Meridian Hawks are your 1A state champions. The Cards are in second place, bringing home the big trophy to Jefferson County. It's not the biggest, but it's a bigger trophy, Mike. It's second place. It's nothing to shame about. We'll tell you all about the Cards' second place run here in 2009 in your Setzer Auto Body postgame show. The next time a deer hits you or gets a little too close to your vehicle, see Tim Pearson and the Collision Pros at Setzer Auto Body. Pre-approved by many insurance companies, Setzer Auto Body will have your car looking just like new. Call 625-3523, 625-3523 when you need an estimate from Setzer Auto Body. Back to tell you a little bit about your second place Woodlawn Cardinals in 2 minutes.
The Illinois High School Association sanctions 35 sports and activities in the state of Illinois. And we'd like to remind you that while high school athletics and activities gives us a reason to cheer, sportsmanship gives us all, students, coaches, parents, and fans, a way to contribute. Sportsmanship. Do what's right. This message is brought to you by the Illinois High School Association. The IHSA invites you to join more than 300,000 students participating in IHSA activities. Sportsmanship. Do what's right.
Car insurance with personal service at no extra charge? What a novel concept. That's why State Farm is a leader in providing insurance and financial services and remains strong in this economy. At State Farm, Scott Owens is dedicated to helping you get the coverage that's right for you and the discounts you deserve. No one takes care of you like State Farm. Scott Owens will prove it. Call Scott at 242-3770. That's 242-3770. Like a good Woodlawn Cardinal, Scott Owens is there.
Setzer Auto Body would like to take a moment to remind everyone driving to and from the games this season to drive safe and be alert. Sometimes events happen beyond your control. When it does, take your vehicle to the Collision Pro. Setzer Auto Body is pre-approved by most insurance companies throughout Southern Illinois. This allows them to get your parts order quicker, thus getting you back on the road in a shorter period of time. And in showroom condition. Setzer Auto Body, 602 South Park in Setzer. 618-625-3523. 618-625-3523.
Hi, this is Mark Cabot, Community Bank President of People's National Bank in Mount Vernon. People's National Bank has served the residents of Southern Illinois since 1909. Stop by and see our remodeled and expanded bank located at 413 South 34th Street here in Mount Vernon, or visit one of our 10 locations throughout Southern Illinois to see what a true community bank is all about. People's National Bank, member FDIC.
Welcome back to your Setzer Auto Body postgame show, where the Woodlawn Cardinals have just finished their season in second place in Class 1A of the Illinois High School Association. 63-53 your final. The Meridian Hawks were champions of Class 1A. Setzer Auto Body is a full-service body shop pre-approved by many insurance companies. A quicker start means that the Collision Pros at Setzer Auto Body can get you back in the driver's seat in a hurry. Call Tim Pearson and his staff at Setzer Auto Body to get your car looking just like new. 63-53 your final. A championship in Class 1A, not the cards for Woodlawn, but a second-place trophy is coming home to the mantle in the lobby of Woodlawn High School, right there on the Woodlawn Road in beautiful downtown Woodlawn. 63-53 is your final. The Cards with a hard-fought battle here en route to a 30-2 season. Not too shabby. Their only losses coming to Setzer in overtime, and of course, Macon Meridian in the championship game. Chris Hugo joined alongside by Mike Richardson for what proved to be a great contest amongst two great teams that were never willing to give up, Mike. And I see that you're finished up your final stats, and this is our final basketball broadcast of the season. Why don't you tell us a little bit about these final stats?
Yeah, we sure will, and the trophies presentation will be taking place here momentarily. The Hawks are champions. They shot 20 out of 38 overall for 53%. Great shooting. 23 out of 30 at the free throw line, 67%. Individual scoring, they placed 4 guys in double digits, 4 points for Kyle Four. And then you have 10 by Cole Burns, Jacob Chastain with 12, 18 for Swigert, most of them at the free throw line, and the leading scorer Dakota Getz, as we pre-gamed in the show, headed to Iowa on a football scholarship. He led the Hawks in rebounds with 7 and 20 points in the game. And for the Woodlawn Cardinals, 46% overall shooting, 20 for 43, 18 of 31 regular, 2 of 12 behind the arc. Just couldn't get the threes to fall. 11 out of 16, 69% free throwing. 16 turnovers, the biggest stat of the day for the Cardinals. Overall rebounds, 22. Bronson Verheiden's leading the way with 13, as we've called his name most of the year. 2 points for Kyle Bolt, 8 for Bronson Verhines, 9 for Jay Screen, 7 for Casey Hammond, 11 off the bench for Josh Wiggs, and the leading scorer and in the game for the Cardinals, Dawson Verhines, the sophomore, before he fouled out, had a great game going. He led the Cardinals in scoring with 16 points. And the final score again, Meridian 63, Woodlawn 53. Meridian number 1 in Class A basketball, and Woodlawn's record drops to 30-2, but 30 wins. What memories this season will have in store.
Hard to believe that this season has come to an end, but probably harder to believe that, no longer Woodlawn Cardinals are, Jesse Hart, Jay Screen, Bronson, Luke Simmons, Jordan Wareheim, Kyle Bolt. And Mike, you can relate a lot better than I can. I'm not going to say a little bit better, but a lot better than I can. It's just kind of weird to see that these guys aren't going to be around next year when we continue on to do these broadcasts.
That is probably going to sink in a little bit after a while, after we take a deep breath, especially for me. And as the interview went just earlier here with the IHSA, just so the listeners can remember, when I first started coaching at Woodlawn, Shane Witzel was the first group of fourth graders that we had in our program. And then following that through Mike McClure during the 8th grade years and varsity years. And then over at the high school now, and also all 3 summers that we drug these kids around to places all over the tri-state area. It will be a little bit strange, and it'll just be something I'm just going to have to get adjusted to, and I'm sure we're all going to spend some special moments together with the families and these fine young men.
What are you thinking on the Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game? I had a thought in my mind, but I'm going to see what you think, see if we're on the same page.
Well, I mean, statistically, what Dawson Verhines was able to do in the game. But, Chris, when you look at this thing, not just on paper one time right now, I think you end this season, as we've talked about, we're going to have a big old piece of hardware in our trophy case. I think we got to look at this whole Cardinal team as the Crossroads Community Hospital players of the game, and let the memories begin.
So, your Crossroads Community Hospital player of the game, did I hear you right?
I believe.
The second place, Woodlawn Cardinals?
I think that pretty much sums it up, don't it?
Works for me. Just want to say we appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in for the Midland Trail Conference Showcase broadcast presented to you by Community First Bank of the Heartland, the official voice of the Midland Trail Conference. It's going to wrap up our basketball coverage for the season. Congratulations to the Woodlawn Cardinals. You are second place in IHSA Class 1A for 2008 and 2009. For Mike Richardson, for Danny Zerwinski, who was on assignment with Q106, for Alicia Sheldon back in the studio, for all the fine folks at Withers Broadcasting and Dana Communications. With a 63-53 final, the Woodlawn Cardinals fall today to 30-2, but finish in second place. I'm Chris Hugo. So long from Peoria.
You've been listening to the Midland Trail Conference Showcase on WMIX, sponsored by Community First Bank of the Heartland, Sesser Auto Body, Financial Planning Consultants, Norris Trucking, Crossroads Community Hospital, Coach House Garages, and People's National Bank. Music, news, talk, and sports, AM and FM, WMIX.